Yeah.
So,
And we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a special St. Patrick's Day episode of Wicked Studios presents Greyhawk Adventures.
dude, you're pissing off so many Irishmen right now.
Today we celebrate St. Patty's Day, where the Irish worship an Italian who drove the pagans out of their land.
The only reason why this is a special St. Patrick's Day episode is because of your hat.
Yep.
And shirt.
Only Irish.
Yeah. I know, but my shirt isn't sparkly. My hat is.
No, the hat is.
I will say this much. At least you do the Irish accent the same way that I do it, which is leprechaun-esque.
Yeah.
It's not a real Irish accent. No. It's more like just, Hockaday.
Yeah.
Hey, hi everybody. How you doing? Welcome to what do we? Oh yeah, we're Greyhawk Adventure.
What is this? Who are you people?
Yeah, I always forgot. Yeah, but hey, you have that. I have the excuse. I'm older and I run multiple games. It happens.
Next time our show is going to be called "Old Man Will Finds His Way."
And I'll talk like that the entire episode. Anyway, welcome to Greyhawk Adventures. I gotta say, where did you get that picture of
I got it off of Facebook.
I was just gonna say you just troll it off Facebook. That's pretty good. Nice. I wonder. See, the thing is, this is one of the things. I know you guys tuned in for a game, and we're gonna get to that. But this is one of the things that sucks.
Where's it going with this?
When you're the DM, you never not get to be there. You know what I mean? Because if I'm not here, well, there's no game. So it's like I don't get to see the pictures.
I think we could play without you.
Yeah.
All right.
I find sometimes you're extraneous.
I definitely feel that there's going to be a DM-less show in the near future.
It'll be the most
highest rated
loot gathering episode ever.
Yeah, no doubt. I'll come back and I'll take a look at the characters. It's like Wardle, holy event, what the? You're not even a paladin. Cool sword. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to Greyhawk Adventures. It is still strange not saying anything else after that, isn't it?
Well, because we had so many times there were colons. Now we're colon-free.
Colon. Well, I hope not.
We've had our colon removed.
That's not.
Jesus.
I don't want to think of a life with no colon. That's not good, man. But anyway, welcome to Greyhawk Adventures. This is episode 4, actually.
Sure is.
Yes. Yeah, I see you had to check. You had to double check me. Fact check.
No, I just wasn't going to say anything, and then there was a space, so I filled it.
It looked like you were doing it. Okay, well, fair enough. And so happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone as well. Happy self-quarantine. I don't know what you call that. It's not a
new life that we live.
Called social distancing.
Yeah, the good news is you can still hang out with us here on Tuesday evenings.
Actually, did you guys get that email from Roll20 being like, you could still hang out with your friends on Roll20?
Oh, totally.
I did it.
I was like, dudes, I already subscribed. What the fuck? Why are you sending it to me?
I didn't get an email.
Well, you're just not as fun.
Roll20, if you'd like to be a sponsor and would stop hurting my feelings, that would be nice.
Yeah, it's a little bit too late for that.
Anyway, what's happening here?
But, yeah, so we are in the Bone March.
What?
This is season 4 of Greyhawk Adventures.
What?
The uncoloned season. And this is our
colonless.
Yeah.
You're not helping.
No, I know.
No. He loves to instigate so that he can criticize. I understand. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah. I get. See, I like to get Will off on a tangent and then yell at Will for getting off on a tangent.
Because both are so easy to do, though. I gotta admit, I understand why he does it. Just like right there.
Somebody take the dog out.
We're in the Bone March, episode 4. As you can tell, Michael is MIA. He is missing in action currently.
We don't know where he is.
No, we don't. We love you, Michael. And in all seriousness, we do hope everything's okay with our main man there. So, but we're going to go ahead and the show must go on. So let's go ahead and start off with introducing the cast of characters that are here. Katie, since you're right below me on the screen that I look at, why don't we start with you?
So I'm KD. I'm playing Ziara. She's a rogue. Yeah, she's a rogue.
That's enough. Yeah.
That's enough.
Don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
There you go. Wes.
Hi, I'm Wes. I'm playing Istis. He is a divination wizard.
Excellent. And last but not least, the guy who wishes he was 100%, not just 50% of an Irishman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I miss, you know what, every St. Patrick's Day, I'd have to call my grandmother. You could miss her birthday, you could miss Mother's Day, but if you didn't call her for St. Patty's Day, she wouldn't talk to you. She'd be pissed off.
Really?
Every St. Patty's Day was the same thing. Adam, are you wearing green for St. Patty's Day? I'm like, even whether I was or not. Yeah, sure, Graham. Are you gonna eat corned beef and cabbage? You gotta eat corned beef and cabbage for St. Patty's Day. I'm like, Grandma, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat corned beef. You can eat corned beef on St. Patty's Day. Every year, without fail.
And you would antagonize her every year too.
And I
You
said,
know you could say yes.
I said, I'm not gonna do it, Graham. I'm not gonna do it.
Such a rebel.
No.
Such a rebel.
Anyway, I'm Adam. I am playing.
If you want to see tangent against tangent, go watch some of the old episodes of the Down Roll.
You should watch the old episodes of the Down Roll. They were a lot of fun.
No, those were great. I enjoyed those.
Anyway, I'm playing Stargazer, a Goliath fighter.
I win. If I had made a bet, I would have won.
And he
What did I
drops the rest-
say?
Drops the rest of the names. Yeah.
He dropped the rest of the name, and this is what, episode 4? That was
I
my
dropped
first
it here
guess.
because I'm not. I mean, you all know what is his
Right.
name is Orleo Stargazer Vimelaga.
And I said that you would drop the rest of it and just call him Star by about the 4th episode. And
Because
I
if you know anything
get
about Goliaths, two things: they introduce themselves with their first name, their last name, and their nickname. And then 2, they are very competitive.
Mm-hmm. And that has nothing to do with
Let's move
the
it
fact
on.
that
Let's
that I called it. I called it.
Which is why I'm not giving him this.
I know he's just not going to give you satisfaction. Is all. Okay, so let's go ahead first. I'll do a little bit of a briefest of recaps. I'm good at these short recaps. So basically, our ragtag group of adventurers have taken a job from Count Cargus, the new count of the county of Earl, up in the Bone March, the only non-humanoid dominated region of that area. Taking a job. What would you call that? It's a
Contract.
contract. Thank you. That's the word I was trying to think of. Taking a contract to work for a year in his employ up at a small town called Hartford, up in the north, and the northernmost extent of. It's actually way beyond what the county used to be. It's where they're moving out and incorporating. And so they're up there, and they're basically, the job is, hey, make sure the town doesn't get burned, destroyed, and do whatever the mayor needs you to do to help ensure that everything is good and well in that area. And so they accepted it. Now, there are a couple of different things, but I won't go into it for different reasons that the characters have for going up there. But we won't get into that as of right yet. So they made their way up to Hartford. They met the mayor. They were set up in a barracks where they themselves are working out of, and a small portion of the Rovers adventuring group. 4 members of their party has shown up and has taken part of that contract here in Neural as well. And a bet has been made on who will be the more popular of the adventuring groups in the town. The town is robust and growing and building, and they're starting to build fortifications, building new homes, things along these lines. First thing that the characters did is they went out and they warned some of the they were going to warn some dwarves about the fact. Yeah, you guys warned them that there is
mission accomplished.
There's been a lot of sightings of a white dragon recently, which is is pretty much now the big news in and around Hartford and up here in this northernmost part of the county, up in the northern stretches along the Harp River. And they told them, and when they were there, you guys found out that there were some puddings up inside. Makes it sound like I turned into Harley Quinn all of a sudden. Oh, pudding! So,
Some puddings.
there were some puddings.
Ah.
I'm going to stay with that. There were some puddings in a lost temple, a temple Abathor, which is dwarven god of greed. They helped clear out the temple for them for a little bit. Only stole a couple of items, a rare artifact.
We didn't steal. Well, the only one that stole anything was our squire.
Was Ollie? I was surprised about that actually. So,
The rest of us left everything.
Yeah, you
There
guys
wasn't
then
much
had.
to find, though. Truth be told.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, that we could find anyway, because we.
Well, see,
the one-
this
the
is what you guys.
The one
this,
painfully obvious secret door we couldn't find.
This is what happened. Is like, a lot of piles of rocks that would have to be moved. It's way too much like work. This place is clear. We're out.
Oh, there was other stuff. Oh yeah, we weren't going to move.
Oh yeah, there was.
Bullshit.
You guys left a lot of stuff unturned in there.
I thought it was just in that
Cursed
secret room.
Yeah.
So
You're
in my-
right. It could have been cursed. Who knows? Nobody
I
knows.
100% was like, oh, we have rocks to move?
Yeah.
Like, I can move those rocks. And nobody said anything. So
No, actually, it was quite to the opposite. The big, bulky, hulking Goliath was all like, I'm not into moving big, heavy things.
Yeah, and I'd already left.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'd be the one doing all the heavy lifting.
That's true. Well, I guess, yeah, okay, I could see that. You would have known that. But anyway, so they had a couple of other jobs, because essentially what happens is the mayor just posts jobs to do, and whoever does them first gets paid for them. So they had a thing where they were going to go and try and talk to this. There's a witch that lives in an old windmill, not that far away, and they were like, "Hey, we want to go talk to her." And then there were some gnomes, not too far, just across the Harp River from Hartford, had sent message, "Hey, we could use some help if you guys could send somebody over to help us figure out our problem. Our king's kind of gone bonkers. Well, one of our kings, they have two kings." And so on their way back, they find, well, basically, long story short, they wound up going to Gnomeguard. They're at Gnomeguard right now. That is the name of the place where these gnomes are living. It is the remnants of the gnomes that used to live up here in the north. The rest are down in the Bleemu Hills for the most part. And they came there and they found out that, well, there was a shape changer in Gnomeguard. Turns out the shape changer was basically just a mimic.
Just a mimic.
Just a mimic. And they concluded this pretty quickly after they had found out from Marcy, a lady with a crossbow contraption that tried killing them.
She turned out to be lovely, though.
Yeah, she was just really super paranoid, and she thought you
blame
guys.
her.
Yeah. She saw a bed eat
When your
somebody.
furniture starts eating people,
Yeah.
you're going to be paranoid, regardless
Exactly.
of who you are.
Exactly. So,
Hey,
you got.
Rigger Raven.
Hey, what's happening, Rigger? And so, basically, figured out that through talking with her that it was a mimic. You started making your way to see the Gnome Kings, and along the way, you say, "Hey, look here. There's a wine cellar." Istis was like, "We should definitely check out the wine cellar, just to make sure that mimic's not in there." Lo and behold, that he was right. He was spot on. The mimic was in there, and the mimic was killed, and that's where we left off that episode.
Yeah.
Now, what we're going to do though is we're not really going to jump right back in at that moment.
What are we going to do?
So let me, yes, there you go. Paint you a little bit of a picture here. So we start off with, it's essentially like the camera is more along the lines of like a bird kind of gliding through the night. And in the distance, there is a circle of light. As the camera gets closer, the light starts to take on definition. And what we see are dozens of wagons. Now, these aren't your traditional wagons. These are wagons that are multicolored. They're painted with bright colors. The tarps that cover them are sewn and embroidered with figures and things along these lines. There's a number of different flags that are posted up that are lazily blowing in the breeze, and it is a ring of these wagons. And there is, as it gets closer, you can see that there's an entryway into this ring, make it into sort of like a park or a festival within. At the front of the entry, where there's a part in the wagons, there are a couple of a well-dressed man in a suit who's he's a barker. He's calling and talking to different people to come on in. Now, from this point, as the camera had come down and we're starting to mix and move amongst the people of the carnival itself, we see from this vantage point that really close in the distance, you can see there's a city or a town. Not really sure which one it is. Can't really make out much of the details of that in the dark, but the camera doesn't hold long there. It swings back in, and it swings into the interior of what is a circus. And we have jugglers and performers. There's tents that are set up with, what would you call the people that stand outside the tent taking a ticket? Like ticket, I guess. So an attendance, that's the word I'm looking for. Tents with attendants on the outside, and gangs of people that will mill about and come in, and the attendees are trying to encourage them to go in and to partake of whatever is on the inside. And a lot of these different places have signs, the magical, mysterious talking salamander, is painting on one board and stuck in front of the tent. There's another, I'm going to fuck this up. You're going to have to correct me on this one, Wes. Miss Mysteria?
Madame Mysterium.
So I was close. Madame Mysterium is emblazoned on a board, which is in front of another tent and so forth. Everyone here seems happy and merriment. There's vendors that are selling food and things along these lines, and it is an extremely happy and very joyful and joyous occasion right now. But the camera goes past all this and goes past some of these tents, little back to more where there's some screens of cloth that have been set up as a partition, separating basically all this merriment to a section of the roundabout of wagons that is obvious where the people who perform and whatnot can go and retire to. That's not inside of a cramped wagon, but have some tents of their own set up. This camera weaves in between and out of these sort of tents and past the cook fire. You can see here there's some performers, or basically the carnies, the ones that put things up, and the backbone of the carnival itself, sitting around talking and drinking, some of them rubbing some sore hands from driving in post steaks and things along these lines. And there's one particular tent that is set in the back, a little separated away from the rest. Sore hands from driving in post. And that's what I sound like.
I love hearing your voice. I had to hear it twice. Sorry.
What we see in this back here is a dark tent. Now it's not black, but it's of some, like, either a purple or a navy blue, almost satin-like in appearance. And it's much larger than the other ones. Now the camera goes up towards this one, close to the tent's flap. The flap flings open, and for the briefest of seconds, before this figure walks out from within the tent, we see horns. Horns that show that it is not a human person. There's definitely some tinge of maybe demon or devil blood within this well-dressed man. But as he sets foot out into the camp, out of the tent, it's almost as if an illusion washes over him as he passes that threshold, because the devil image that you see changes into a very well-groomed, well-trimmed beard man, who then walks away out into the camp. But the camera doesn't stop there. It pushes past him and it goes inside of this eclectic tent full of all kinds of oddities and things along these lines. And in there, well, at this point in time, I think I'm going to turn this over to Eastus and Ziara. Let you guys pick up on the rest of this. Who's going to go? Yeah. Eastus?
Well,
you want me to pick?
I'll walk into the tent. What do I see?
Well, they're chained up. Now, this tent is so large that there's more than one main post. There's actually two. And on the secondary post, it's a little bit towards the back and cleared out around it, unlike the first post that's in there, has some clutter around it. There is chained to this post with arms around and shackles on. Well, there's an elven. It's half elven, correct? Isn't it? Ziara is half elven. Yeah, or she's human. For some reason, I was thinking elven. By fourth episode, I got it now, so we're good. Is a human woman? What is she looking like right now, Ziara?
I feel like she's probably. Well, we decided she's not conscious right now, or just coming out of consciousness. Yes.
You tell me. Yeah.
So she's kind of just waking up and looking around, not really sure where she is at all.
Good evening, miss.
She won't say anything.
I know that you got caught stealing, but I figured I could bring you some water if you're thirsty.
She'll nod.
I will, Isis will walk up, carefully, and he'll place a cup down, and then as he, does that, he'll stop, and then he run out of the tent real quick. And he's only gone for, a second or two before he runs back and says, I didn't know you had company. And he has, a little bowl of, duck jerky for your little friend who's hiding in the back.
How did you know?
I have a way of seeing through things. I'm curious to meet it, though.
At that point, I'm sure that Ishido comes out of the shadows and starts poking around at the jerky.
And what's Ishido? What's Ishido look like?
He's a fox. A little red fox.
What does he say? I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
I'll step away from him as he eats. And I'm just going to, sit down on the ground, very nonchalant, close enough to her that if she made a move, I would have to move away, but not close enough that, I could actually get fully attacked. So you found yourself in a very, very bad spot, miss. Do you know that?
I wasn't doing it out of maliciousness. I just needed to eat.
You picked a bad target to steal from, then. My dad is not the most forgiving when it comes to that kind of thing. I'm
You're
sure
dead.
he intends not positive things.
I was just trying to eat. I'm sorry. I wasn't.
I'm Eastus. What's your name?
She'll look at the fox and then say Ziara.
I think you're telling me the truth, Ciara. I'll tell you what. You answer some of my questions, and maybe we can work something out, and I can talk to him and ask for leniency or something like that.
She'll nod, but not really fully engage. Won't make eye contact.
Mm-hmm. He sees that they all start out skeptical. Well, he reaches in his pocket and takes out a pack of cards. I guarantee you, by the time I'm done reading these cards, you and I are going to be the best of friends. Deal?
She rolls her eyes.
He flips over one card. It has a wheel on it and wings. He puts down the second card and the third card. These two are face down. There's the what you regret, what you cherish, and what you hope for. Now this one is the chariot. And oftentimes it means a lack of control or aggression. You hurt someone, didn't you?
She'll
Before
look
you
up
came my way.
Like a look of like, how the heck could you possibly know that?
Someone in your family?
She'll look away and nod.
He flips over the second one. And it has an eye in the middle of it and looks like a pendulum that's swinging. Judgment. Oftentimes, if it's reversed, it could mean self-loathing or doubt. Or when combined with that one, I definitely think it was your family, but you're not like them, are you?
She says, I try to be.
Try to be what?
Like them.
What are they?
They're magic users. I'm not.
I know how that is. It's not all it's cracked up to be, I promise. Last one. He flips over what you hope to accomplish. And when he flips it over, you see a skull and two lines that cross and a scythe. And it says death at the bottom.
And she'll say, I don't hope for death.
Don't take it so literally. In this case, think of it more of a metaphysical death. Change, rebirth. You ran away from that family and you've been searching for a new one. I can't promise you that this will be all that you hope for, but aside from how scary Akil, my dad, can be, there are a lot of really good people here. And you have certain sets of skills that could prove useful. We're not just a carnival, you know. But it's totally up to you.
What do you mean, not just a carnival?
Well, we take things that don't belong to us. Sound familiar?
Kind of sounds like a carnival.
Magical things.
And you're saying you could use my help?
We could always use a janitor at the very least.
She'll nod.
Okay.
I don't... If you've seen the things that I've done, how could you possibly trust me?
He's gonna just kind of look at her for a long second, and his eyes are just going to just briefly flash a different color as he leans down and unhooks her chain. I'm not afraid of your fangs, miss. And he offers her his hand. Friends?
First, she'll like in complete shock, stare at him, and take a minute, again, look at Ashido, who's still eating, and she'll shake his hand.
And that's it.
All right. This scene dissolves, fades to black, what have you. And then comes to light a familiar scene from last week, where we're in the cellars of Gnomeguard. There lays the body of starting to dissolve or what have you of what was the mimic that had been hiding as a large cask of wine, and it's dead on the floor. Around this corpse of the mimic are the adventurers, and then Marcy, the gnome that was showing you about. And Marcy's like, "Oh my goodness! Oh! You see, you did it! Oh, thank you so much, thank you." She goes and she seems to dig on Star anyway. So she goes and she wraps her. Well, you can't stand up in here. It's only
I'm still sitting down. I'm sitting cross-legged in front of this broken mimic.
She comes up and she gives you a hug. It's like, oh, wonderful, but I still need you guys to talk to the kings. I mean, that's
well, sure.
You still have.
If they were fighting over this, then mission accomplished. We'll just show them the broken pieces of this wine barrel. And Eastus, are you drinking all the wine? I'll take that as a yes.
I like how much off of mute was still
how much wine am I done?
Yeah, you've totally been able to fill up your wineskin with the mushroom wine, and it's of course being made from mushrooms. It has an earthy kind of aftertaste to it, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not bad. And we were looking for bad things. It's not bad.
There you go.
Fine. Anyway,
I did my part. You guys did really well killing that barrel, by the way.
Thank you very much. That was sweet of you to say.
Do we know that this mimic is the only thing that's been terrorizing them? Do we know that there's not more than one mimic, or that there is a changer?
Marcy turns around and goes, "There could be more."
There's probably not. We should be on our way.
But no, I. Yeah. Yes, we should search the entire facility. You should come with us, and let's poke everything.
I look at Ziara.
Legs.
Keep in mind, I can't stand up in this little house. Maybe we should first go see the kings.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Yes. So basically,
somebody bring pieces, some of that barrel with the tongue part, especially. Bring the tongue.
We have.
I'll collect.
She goes
as much of the barrel as I can.
Well, she points in a corner, and there's a gnome-sized wheelbarrow over there.
What the fuck am I gonna do with that? I'm just gonna. All right, I'll just.
She should bring it. She's the freaking gnome. We just saved them.
All right.
I mean, you guys did or whatever.
Yeah, we're a team. You're part of the team, Eastus.
Thanks.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so I'll just toss some of the stuff into the wheelbarrow and let her pull the wheelbarrow around.
Yes, King Nurkly and King Korbaz, they'll definitely want to see this. I mean, and of course, I mean, you're going to have to. You'll have to try and convince Nurkly that this is the evidence that we need. So she's gonna
reward, by the way.
Oh Yes, most definitely. I'm sure the kings would be more than willing to reward you for doing such a. I mean,
Would
two
save
gnomes
the
died.
kingdom effectively.
Two
What-
gnomes died because of this.
And think
I
of how
mean,
many
of
more
course.
could have been killed.
How
Think
much
of how
do you
many
think
could
it-
have been killed just walking through the front door with
You do
and that.
you do realize I'm just a gnome and I'm not the king.
Yeah, miss though. Just
Yeah.
a question. How much do you think the lives of your countrymen are worth?
Again, I'm
monetarily?
not in charge of the books.
Yeah, but just like an opening estimate. You know, you're from these lands or whatever. Like 200 gold pieces or
I don't know. I mean,
okay. Well, you didn't say no. Let's get moving.
okay.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let
Not 2 million gold pieces.
So they
I'm
start.
just gonna be happy to get out of this place. My back is killing me.
So you guys start moving through the rest of the gnome
I'm crawling again.
borough city here, and they take you over that rope bridge that you saw that went over the little waterfall into the other side.
This is
Yeah, you're able to use it though.
all right, good.
Yeah.
He can
I'm
just
like,
walk next to it.
What's the? Yeah, I know.
He just
I'd rather
stepped.
get my feet wet. Yeah.
Well, it's
Um,
high up. That's why it's.
What's the
rope
weight
bridge.
limit?
If you go by yourself, you'll be fine.
All right.
Okay.
If he has to go back and crawl again when he does that, once we get past the bridge, I'm gonna take Ashido and I'm just gonna pick him up
And
and
throw
I'm
him.
just gonna put him on Star's back as we.
Well,
As
that's
we-
where Gob is right
Are you
now.
sacrificing my
Yeah.
fox?
Yeah, that too. So
Just want to just pile things up.
and maybe like
Sit
a
your-
cup or something.
Hey, hold on. We're gonna put this.
the wheelbarrow.
I was gonna say we'll put the wheelbarrow on Madam. Okay. But anyway, so you guys go through, and as you guys go through, you're actually meeting the gnomes. There's like a place where you meet these two gnomes that they guard the entryway from the across the bridge, and also essentially what's happening is either if there's not a gnome that's on guard, okay, Marcy goes over and deactivates. There's a lot of traps.
Mm.
Actually takes you through. They have a section where there's a lot of ping, 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 ting, ting, and it's not quite like a smithy shop, but you hear people working, and it's the tinkerers, essentially the tinker lab. And there's a couple of gnomes in there with heavy leather aprons on and like stuff strewn about, and they introduce you to the chief tinkerers. And just a number of normal everyday gnomes as well. Now they're going to take you all the way over to, and I'm going to essentially let me.
This is the part of the show where Will mumbles to himself, and we try to figure out what's
I'm
going
going to
on.
go over here and let me see. I'm going to go past this. There's these real big blades.
Look at
See,
this.
now I
It's
feel
nice.
compelled to do it. So they take you through these sections.
Oh, we're going this way.
Yeah, and they take you all the way up to right.
Where are those two? Are those the kings?
Is that
No,
like
those are the
Priceline-
Tinkers.
The Priceline tour.
Yes. I don't think that I could do his voice.
It's pretty good.
Okay, thanks. So what they do is this right here. This is the Tinkerer's lab, but they take you up into this hall up here to that door. That's the door to the king's chamber.
You want us to move our pieces?
Yeah. So move your tokens over there, and then you can decide who's going first, who's doing what.
I'm not getting stuck behind his fat ass again.
Marcy.
I'm going in front of him. Never again, Issa says to himself as
No
they
doubt
crowd.
He does take up the entire hallway.
Yeah, never again. I will make my way past him violently if I
I'll go
have
last.
to.
I'll go last.
Yep. So this right here is the, and that's the door. Marcy says, "I'll go and I'll knock on the door, and let them know that you're here." So,
No. Make sure you lead with the saviors of
Yeah.
Arcane.
Oh, of course.
What's
Yes.
the name of this place? Gnome
Gnome Guard.
Gnome Guard. Saviors of Gnome Guard.
So who's going to be up there, and in what order are you going to be up there with her?
We're
Didn't we
last,
say
so-
this was Ollie's job? Ollie can go first.
Oh, we
All
did
right.
say it was Ollie's
That's
job.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he spoke gnome.
Yeah.
And then you're last.
Only for
is
another
the only thing
hour
that
or
matters.
so.
Oh, that's all right though.
You speak fast.
Okay, so she comes up to this door, and it looks like all the other doors in here. It doesn't look at. There's nothing really special to it, except for the fact that there is a crown that's painted on it. That's it. And she knocks on the door, and you hear a, "Yes, who is it?" It's Marcy, your lord. We've have adventurers. They've come from Harrodford, and they found the shape changers. They've saved us. They've saved us all. They called it a mimic, is what they said. But
show them what's in the. Oh yeah, the door's not open.
Go big.
yeah, but
Go big.
yeah,
Heroes.
they want me to go.
Saviors of
saviors.
Gnomeguard.
Now she's not even looking at the door. She's like looking at you guys, trying to get the pantomime and say, "Oh, one's extremely big. It has to walk on his knees because he's so tall. He can't even fit in."
So if you could open the door, be great.
Shut up.
Sorry, it's my.
The-
Really,
not-
this is very uncomfortable. God, get the fuck off my back.
The door creaks open, and you see a gnome looking out into the hallway, and oops, doesn't matter. There he is. He's looking at adventurers. You say they've
Heroes.
found a shape changer. Well, there's another shape changer in here.
No, wait, no, I don't think he is.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, well, no, not 100.
And
We
then
can
you just-
we can
you
find
hear-
out.
You hear from in the room. You
Did you tie him up and gag him?
well, of course I did.
No,
Didn't
that was
need
a
him.
smart move, because if he was
Don't-
a shape changer, he'd be very dangerous.
Don't need him shape changing into a bed and trying to eat me now.
Yeah,
So,
we learned that's not how it works, by the way. They could only change
Oh.
into other furniture. Look inside
Could you
this.
stop yelling behind me, please?
all right,
We're gonna
I'm sorry.
wait till
Ollie's
we get
supposed to
in.
talk.
you know,
Ollie talk.
I was about to say Ollie sure does sound an awful lot like
Yeah.
Star.
All right.
I like
what's
look
going
behind
on.
me, and his head's like at my waist level.
Good thing they all speak common.
Yeah. So the
I'm
door
gonna
opens.
back down the hallway a little bit and just stretch out. Just lay down on my belly and just stretch out. Get the back stretched.
Okay, so he opens up the door, and then he backs away into the room. Let me just make sure that there's nothing extra special about the room, or if there's any kind of box text that you guys need to read. I mean, I need to read too.
I want to read it.
Yeah, let Michael.
Me, pick me.
All right, here we go. No, it is a personal chamber though. Okay, so the door opens. There's a large bed in there. There's a couple of desks. There's a table. Nice furnishings, but all the furnishings are rather on the plain side. There's nothing spectacular about them. Over in this corner over here, there's a gnome in a chair. Now the chair is comfy. It's like a recliner almost. Is a gnome tied up, and basically he's got a gag in his mouth, and his hands are tied up in front of him. And this gnome over here, and so this is Corbiz, and you know that because
Wait, go ahead, do it again.
Marcy, this guy right here, that's Corbiz.
Corbiz thinks that Nerkly is the shape changer.
Correct. And Corbiz has a crossbow, but he's not like aiming it at you guys. He just has it in his hands. He goes, well, you're definitely not gnomes. So you come from Hartford, eh?
Well, we were hired there, but I'm not really from there. My name is Ollie, and Ollie Moore, and well, you're
Ollie
a king.
Moore. Ah, yeah.
Oh wow! Well, what's the proper protocol for addressing a gnomish king and human kings? Is it proper to even like speak to you? And I'm not even sure how this is supposed to work.
Oh, we don't stand on formalities, not around here. It's more of a nod of the head will suffice.
Oh, excellent, excellent. These are my companions. There's the big tall guy there, and there's the lady, and there's the mysterious guy. That
You'd think
and
by now
you
you'd
say you're a
remember our
king?
names. Yeah.
No,
That
really.
Yes,
Well, the Ziara Star and Istus, but you're a king.
I'm King Corbis. King
Guys,
here.
there's a king in here. There's a king in here. You gotta check this out. There's a
There's
real
two.
live king in
There were
here.
But
two.
we knew that. We knew that
Two
that's where we were
kings in
heading,
here.
right?
Yeah.
There's two kings.
Well, there
in here,
used to be
guys. There's
two
two
kings.
kings in here.
This was definitely a mistake.
Well,
Yeah,
that
why did
there's
we
a
let
shape
him
changer.
go?
I'm almost certain it's a shape changer. It's taking
can-
the form.
Oh, we killed the shape changer back in the wine area.
Yeah, we have him in the
because,
wheelbarrow.
Because
Oh.
Star was thirsty, so he went to
That was Eastus.
And
Hold on.
and
I reach onto Star's back and I'm like, stay still, and I take out like the tongue and stuff that's like on his back, like in the wheelbarrow or whatever. See,
Well, that there's
it's a tongue.
It's a giant
disgusting
shot.
is what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
you say that comes from the shape changer.
Yeah.
Well, how do we know Nurbly here isn't a shape changer
All
as
you
well?
have to do is
look
poke
at-
him.
You look at Nurbly, and like Nurbly just kind of like rolls his eyes. Nurbly does not look like he's in fear of his life. Okay, he looks put out, is what he looks like.
Like this.
So
This happens every other Thursday.
it's possible, maybe you do.
Hey, different strokes, different.
Yeah, you can't you can't really call who you fall in love with sometimes. So it's crazy as crazy does.
They're not brothers.
They're not brothers.
But they
No.
were brothers.
They're a
He never
couple.
said they were brothers.
Oh,
this
I
is
thought
a
they were-
this is a private living chamber.
Yeah,
I-
this is
For some reason, I thought they were brothers. Oh, that's
No.
fine.
no.
Just
If they were brothers, they'd beat the hell out of each other.
Yeah.
just stab
Nurbly
him
could
with something.
totally get up and walk around the room if Nurbly wanted to. His hands are just tied as all.
So this is kind of like a thing they do.
Mhm.
This is just a thing they do.
They're like
Yeah.
a Jessica Alba thing.
Maybe we should back. That's a different
Well,
game.
Well, just
I
stab
don't
him.
understand
Just
what you
stab
guys
him
are
with
saying,
something.
but
Stab him with something non-fatally, and if he turns into a vicious monster with one of these,
Yeah.
then he's a
All you gotta
shape
just
changer.
poke him. It's very easy.
And if not, you definitely owe him an apology
So
and us a reward.
Corbiz
And that's a reward.
walks up to him, right? And Nurbly's like just looking daggers at him. And he's like, you understand this is for the betterment of Normgard. That's not, I don't really want to
Non-fatally.
have that. And he reaches out and he pinches him. When he pinches him, Nurbly goes, and then,
If he were a shape changer, he would have turned by now. Trust me.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess so. Maybe I need persuasion checks from you guys.
From who?
All of anybody who's talking to him and trying to convince him of this.
Well, can't we do it with somebody with advantage?
Well, I can do that too. It's up to you. However you would prefer,
Who's
I
got
will
the highest
allow each.
persuasion?
Probably me.
Probably you, yeah.
I don't
I'm
really
more
care.
of a deception guy myself.
I'm not really trying to persuade him. I'm too in awe of talking to not one but two kings. This is
Two
like,
kings.
this is.
This is also why your brother never took you up to the king of Raddick, or it's a queen. It's a queen. I think she's a duchess. I think it's a duchy over there. I'd have to double check.
Cousin, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so who's rolling?
Is you Rosia?
My persuasion is I mean I get +2, but
Yeah, you're
I
better than I am by one. So
Yeah, that's better than everybody else. Trust me.
all right. So, but I can't speak Gnomish.
They're speaking to you in common.
Oh.
Can't speak
Corbis
Gnomish
is
either, I
talking to you in common. Yeah.
All right. So I'll just push my way up to the front, I guess.
Yeah,
And,
with
uh,
advantage.
I'll roll my persuasion. There you go.
Wow, there you go.
20. So Norbiz believes you. Is essentially what it is. And after he pitches them,
Corvus.
he goes,
I don't
Well,
know their names anymore.
he starts walking away. He sets down the crossbow on a table, And he's like, as he's walking away from where Norbly's tied up, he fishes a key out of one of his pockets. Well, I can't thank you enough, madam. You done a good job. And he takes the key and he puts it in your hand. Give me a minute or two before you let him out of that. Unlock him, and he starts running.
Excuse me, sir.
What's going on?
Sir,
I'm gonna grab him.
He's trying to run for it.
He's the king of Noengard. You're gonna
grab
grab
him.
one of the kings?
Don't grab him.
He gave the key to Sierra.
Like, I'm gonna block his way. I'm really big.
Well,
you probably would fill up the whole doorway.
Yeah, I mean, I take up this entire hall.
he's trying to get around. He's like, if you don't
mind,
where are you
sir, going? What's happening here?
Well, you see, my husband's about to get let out of his bondage. He's going to be slightly upset. I'm tending to make myself scarce.
Fit to be tied, I think.
Yeah, he's like, so if you don't mind.
I mean, well, before I let you go, hold on.
Hold on. Make it fast. I think I hear the key.
There's a white dragon flying around.
Oh.
We also wanted to warn you of that. So when you're coming up with your...
Maybe you should tell Normally. Yeah, that's a great idea.
I'm just thinking when you're thinking of the reward...
Yes, if you don't mind, Norbly is the one who would handle that. If you please, let me go by.
You guys are... Yeah, all right, fine. Yeah, see you later. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, and so he squeezes by you, and he takes off for fear of his life.
Okay.
Are you gonna unlock?
Yeah.
Okay. So you unlock it, and then Norbly it takes off.
Norbly or Nerdly?
Norbly.
No, I wrote that wrong.
I could be saying it wrong too. I'm not looking in the book anymore. It's Norbly and Norbiz, as far as I'm concerned now. Those are their names. If I told you something different, I think it was Corbiz. Yeah, Corbiz and Corbiz and Norbly. Anyway, and he takes it the rag out of his mouth. Oh, thank you much. I appreciate that. Oh, well, he's a quick one. I'm not going to run after him now, but that God. Oh, he's gonna pay. Oh, he's gonna pay. Oh, I see you got my my note. I had sent out to Hardford. You say you found the shape changer that was eating people.
Yeah, I explained to him that it was a mimic and that Eastus has it and he's waving it around.
Well, I don't know what to say except thank you so much for what you've done. I mean, it's a right good thing you've done and deserves a reward. It does, and I thank you much. And Marcy's in there, and she's sort of like parroting. She's backing up whatever you guys say. Okay, so she's all like, they did. I saw it. They killed it. And it's like, and it was a barrel. Did you know? And they found it. And we looked along the way as we came here. We're making sure that there was no other ones. But they said that they'll help out with finishing to look through the rest of Noengard, make sure that we don't have any before they leave. So forth. And so basically, we'll go through that. Normally's going to whatever this dude's name is. Now I can't even remember the name I made up.
Husband
the whole time that you're thinking of that, Ollie is still just in awe of this king, and he's still trying to figure out what to do. Obviously uncomfortable, pulling at his collar, wondering if he should bow, starting to bow, then stopping.
I was just gonna say, did you like start to kneel?
And he's just like totally can't figure out what to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to stretch my lower back. I gotta get the fuck out of this tiny
Before
house.
Are we helping with something? Or I heard the word reward, and I don't mean to.
Well, yeah. So let me go ahead, and I'm gonna get together something proper. I mean, my husband's kind of he's a fucking loon, is what he is, but I love him nonetheless, and he's been a little bit too much on the shrooms as of late, and it's.
Oh,
he tends to do
wine.
He tends to do he tends to overindulge when he's under stress is what he does, and well, as you can see,
does this have medicinal qualities as well?
It'll deaden what pains you.
Cool. But I heard that you also lost 2 of your individuals to this menace in your kingdom.
Yes.
That we have eliminated.
if you don't mind going with Marcy and make sure that the rest of the place doesn't have another mimic in the corner, I'm going to put together
You hear from the hallway.
a right proper reward for you. I can't thank you enough. I mean, first of all, 2 of our people dying to this thing is serious enough business, but I mean,
I'm just gonna start crawling back the way we came, and any piece of furniture I see, I'm just gonna slap it.
Perhaps the brave squire
just to get things moving.
Perhaps the brave squire should accompany you as you go.
I got
gathering our reward.
Now to fast forward it so that we don't role play you touching furniture.
Yeah, I'm just gonna crawl through everything. I'm gonna push past gnomes if I have to.
Marcy takes you through, and you get a group of gnomes. And so at one point, there's like 10 of you that are going around into a room, and then you'll
I'm
scour
like the St. Patrick of gnomes.
Oh, jeez, yeah. No, you're like the Pied Piper in gnomes.
I've always thought they were similar.
Ziara will also go around tapping things with her short sword.
After that's done, you guys meet again in that same room. Now, Corbiz is still nowhere to be seen, so he's obviously going to let his husband cool down for a little while before he does anything. So, but there's on this table, Nerbly gives you these items as a thank you. So, again, I can't say thank you enough. We're just gnomes. We don't really have much in the way that big adventurers like yourselves would find useful. But
I would settle for a place to stand up.
Shut up.
I think these things. I think these things you might find a little bit useful. Mm-hmm. And he gives you. Let's see. There's. Here we go. He's going to give you a wand of pyrotechnics.
That's fun. Oh, I'm writing this down. I'm not taking a wand.
Clockwork amulet.
No.
And a 10-foot collapsing pole. I think it's 10 foot. And here, I'll read you what those do here in just 1 second. But he's also going to give you a hat of wizardry.
Ooh.
I want that. I'm bald. Just kidding. I don't want that.
That'd be an excellent gift for my uncle.
None of these are being gifted to anyone.
Yeah, these are not. You can gift whatever you get.
You can gift them internally to the group only. If you'd like.
It's part of the contract.
It's part of the contracts, or you're out of the.
My uncle would look nifty in this hat. In this hat of wizardry.
First of all, everyone would look nifty in that hat of wizardry. That's a beautiful hat.
He's a real wizard,
Then have him conjure one.
Ooh.
He probably could.
Okay.
All right. Well, then it's settled.
Star looks. Isis looks at Star,
and I go.
For crying out loud! You got to be kidding me! They don't put the stats for these things in here. I got to look at the card.
Master's Guide.
They might be in the. I'm assuming they are. They're
there's
standard
cards because this is from the Essentials.
Yeah, but you figured they would put the stats in the book too.
Not if they have a card, Wizards of the Coast.
I guess not.
Sponsor, we'd love to have you.
Anyway, bastards. One of my prized possessions.
We'd love to have you as a sponsor, Wizards of the Coast. What's that? It's like a little.
It's the miniature.
They have a miniature one.
Yeah, Greyhawk Adventures.
Why would they come up with a miniature one?
They had miniatures of all this stuff. Yeah. Player's Handbook. They had a miniature version of the Monster Manual.
Not sure why, but yeah. Apparently,
miniature
people
map.
had really good eyesight.
For no.
Right? But it's legit. It's a complete replica.
What does this have to do with our loot?
So,
out of curiosity.
Well, this is really cool loot.
The
Clockwork
amulet.
I mean, that's cool and because it's like D&D
Is it
history.
the one where you can forego making an attack roll and just get a 10 on the die? Is it that one?
I'm not sure. Let me.
I'm looking at D&D Beyond. Like I found hat of wizardry. I found wand of pyrotechnics. I just need to know if the collapsible pole is an immovable rod or not.
It's definitely not an immovable
Okay,
rod.
great.
I'm guessing it's literally a collapsing.
Oh yeah, I know. I was trying to
Telescoping type.
trick him.
Wow.
Well, gee, hold on a second there. You know what,
That
Wes?
sounds about the same to me.
It very well might be. I don't know.
See,
Let me double check.
He was mid multitask, and I was inundating him with questions.
Yeah.
to get him at his weakest.
Smart. Yeah, here we go.
All you did was make him show us random things he has in his office. So it's
So like we got something out of it.
Clockwork amulet.
And here's a paper clip I picked off the floor in 1945.
Shut the hell up.
It's right here.
This copper amulet contains tiny interlocking gears and is powered by magic of Mechanus. Hey, there you go. A plane of clockwork
Second paragraph.
predictability, a creature that puts on an ear.
Thank you, Indio Chameleon, for raiding us here at
hello.
Studios for Greyhawk Adventures.
Oh, hi, Indigo. Thank you. When you make an attack roll while wearing the amulet, you can forego rolling a d20 and get a 10 on the die. Yeah.
What?
That's kind of cool.
You can only use it once, and then you have to wait until the next dawn.
Yeah. Once used, this property can't be used until the next dawn.
Raid.
There you go.
I say.
Cool. That would be a cool drop.
That would be.
The old raid commercials.
Yeah.
And so the wand of
pyrotechnics, literally what it sounds like.
Yeah, and I'm assuming these are all in the DMG too.
Yeah. So the Hat of Wizardry is you can use it as a focus, so you can try to cast a cantrip that you don't know.
Oh, great. Garin. Thank you, Garin D&D. Garan D&D.
This is how we lose all of our viewers.
Garin D&D for following.
Thanks, Wolf.
Here.
Thank you.
That is one of the screen names that I just came up with.
So the Hat of Wizardry is once per long rest. You can try to cast a cantrip you don't know. That's that one.
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't look up the poll though.
And the wand of pyrotechnics is 7
Welcome
charges. You can like create a harmless burst of multicolored light.
And the pole just collapses? You can put it in your pocket and then whip it out?
There's got to be something more to it than just that.
Because in that case, they could probably keep
it. Pole collapsing. Here we go. Okay. While holding this 10-foot pole, you can use an action to speak a command word and cause it to collapse into a 1-foot long rod. Okay. For ease of storage. Useful. The pole's weight doesn't change. You can use an action to speak a command word and cause the rod to revert to a pole. However, the rod will elongate only as far as the surrounding space allows. That's kind of cool. And it's magical.
So it's 10 foot or less.
Yes, correct. 10 foot to 1 foot.
All right.
And I would allow it to be used as either if you get it down to a foot, you can use it as a club. I'd let you use it as a club. I don't know how effective it would be as 10 foot because that's a little bit bigger than a staff. Couldn't use it as a staff.
I mean, I'm 8 feet.
First of all, thank you, Your Majesty, for this.
I'm laying on the floor in the other down in the hallway, criticizing his gifts.
Right. We're gonna go. Watch out for the dragon or whatever. His name's Cryovane. He's like freezes stuff, but you should be good. You're in like rocks or whatever.
I'd heard a couple of things from folk around that there was a dragon again. How big do you say it is?
Young dragon.
Oh,
can freeze a cow.
We don't know that. It's an
Actually, we do.
Yeah, actually, you guys do.
I just say that back to start. Actually, we do.
Right.
We were told that while you were trying to steal a frozen cow. Unknown means.
I wasn't going to steal it. I figured it was fair game now that it's frozen.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We don't have the time. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Hey,
Good luck hunting your husband.
Thank you, Queen. Jesus, this is hard to read. Thank you, Queen Tinium, for following us here in Wicked Studios.
Another one.
Adam,
of
why don't you wear your glasses?
Tinium. I don't know. I probably obviously need to do so now.
You need some reading glasses, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, there you guys go.
Excuse me, one more question. On our way out, do you mind if I grab some of those mushrooms?
No, not at all. I mean, it's the least we could do is give you some mushrooms.
Yeah, they were delicious.
I could
Have them in, like,
see
a
you.
more-
Yeah, I had a green one. It's great.
Well, the green ones are the ones you're going to want to take. Those are the ones that are consumable.
Right. What do the other two do?
Well, the other we make a wine out of, and the other one is for some sort of medicinal purposes. I'd have to look up in the book.
Go ahead.
Good.
Well, they have to be properly prepared before they can be of any use to you.
Otherwise,
So,
they're poisonous.
yeah.
I'll take.
Well,
slice
they'll
that.
give you an upset stomach and
Oh fuck.
send
All
you
right,
to.
whatever. Never mind. I don't care. I'm clocking out. Ollie, you want this hat?
Sure, absolutely. That'll be awesome.
Are you going to give it away to somebody, or are you going to keep it and use it?
I'll probably wear it for a while.
And then what?
I don't know.
Anybody else want this hat?
Oh, you already offered it to me.
No,
I'll
I
take
want
the
it.
hat, thanks.
Okay.
I am a
want the-
wizard.
I want the pole.
You want the pole?
He said
Yeah,
pole.
Yep. I can already cast spells.
Stop it,
Fuck
Michael.
this shit.
That's fair.
Wait until I'm not drinking before you do the shit like that.
All right.
I don't
Ziara,
attack
do you
things,
want
that's
the
your job.
amulet or the wand?
Zira kind of doesn't know what to do because she has had terrible experiences with using magic. So she kind of doesn't really want to touch either one.
All right, I'll take them both.
Maybe
we can sell the wands.
Isis will walk up to Ziara and he'll say, I think you should take the wand. It can't go wrong. It's just light.
All right, she'll take the wand.
Is that what it does? I didn't read the card.
Yes, while holding it, you can expend one charge to create a harmless burst of multicolored light at a point you can see up to
It's like a
60 feet away.
firework wand.
Yeah,
And
it's a
it's accompanied by-
firework wand.
She's Jubilee now.
Literally just a firework wand.
Yeah.
But it can create distractions.
Sure
Yes.
can.
And
So when Ziara joins as a roadie for Motley Crue, she can use that wand.
man,
Yeah.
Cool pyrotechnic.
Great White sure could have used her a couple of years back. So the
Great.
I was gonna-
Wow.
anyway, it's a bad joke. I shouldn't have done it. So the so there's I was gonna let you guys know if you surprise an enemy. I was going to allow this. You guys let me know what you think. Surprise attack. The first attack that is a surprise attack, I'm going to allow to do max damage.
You're going to encourage us to just shoot first, ask questions later. That's for sure.
No, surprise attack. So
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I hear you. I
So,
got,
you know,
I got the spell
so when things
invisibility.
surprise us, though, it's the same scenario.
Correct.
I don't like it.
That sounds like bullshit. Yeah. How many
Yeah.
times are there surprise rolls?
Well, if
There
you
will
guys
be a lot
don't,
now.
if you don't do a star through the dungeon, maybe
I'm
you
not
might
a
get.
sneaky guy.
No shit.
That's not my style.
It's really up to ZR and Ali because it's probably going to not work in my favor. Because something's just going to jump out of a bush and shank my ass.
Yeah.
The reason I say because I was thinking of when you get the drops on some dude, he's sitting there, he's on guard duty, half asleep. You come up, you got your cool rogue sneak attack damage, and you and you roll 3 ones.
Well,
You know,
I
and
think
it's
in that
like-
situation. It's up to the DM to go for the
mean-
rule of cool, and that guy just dies.
Cool. I got the rule of cool. Yep.
This was a hat of wizardry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
What book it's in?
Xanathar's.
Well,
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so you guys are done. You've just killed the mimic in Gnome Guard. You've
Page
kind of
137.
set
thanks.
the peace between the kings of Gnome Guard. And what are you guys gonna do?
I'm going to break since it's 10:30.
Oh, go on
We
break.
could, yeah. Let's take a quick break. This way, anybody who has to use the restroom, get your snackages and your beverages taken care of.
Backwards again.
No, I did it right. And then we'll be right back because you guys are going to go see the witch now, right?
There are.
Are we?
Because you're on this side of the river.
How dare you say "are we"?
Yeah, I thought everybody was
Wasn't
in
there
it.
something else we wanted to do first?
Nope.
You
Ollie,
just did it.
Oh,
Oh, I got it. You're right.
oh, Michael. That's
To the witch.
To the witch. Wench.
What?
Yeah.
That don't-
See you guys.
From Neverending Story, right?
No.
No.
Not
Princess
even
Bride.
close.
Princess
Even that's
Bride.
wrong. I mean, it's
Not-
closer,
no.
but it's still wrong.
Which one is it?
They never used the word wench in the Neverending Story. That I can promise you.
It's that's right.
It's I'm not a witch. I'm your wife.
Yes.
That's Princess Bride.
It was still it was fairly close to the Princess Bride quote.
Uh-huh.
On that note, we'll be right back.
Yeah. Do the puppet.
And we're back.
Oh.
Do the puppet indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We're all going to do the puppet in our own little way.
Yes. So, okay. So you guys are pick right back up where we left off. You guys are leaving Gnomeguard. Go out.
Let's get out of here.
You get your horses.
Stretch, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it must feel good to be able to stand up. Yeah. Oh. Excellent. Okay.
All right.
So
mission accomplished. So off to see the
mission
witch.
accomplished. Yeah. So you guys start heading out from Gnomeguard. As you leave, you're following the trail because there's a trail that leads from Gnomeguard back down over toward the ferry, and then there's another trail that leads from the ferry into the direction of Umbrage Hill is the name of it, but that's where the witch lives. And what did I just? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, there we go. All right. What is my dear lady's name? Because they would have told you what her name is. Now, they also had told you, because you originally found out about this lady.
This is the part.
Her name is
himself.
Adabra Gwyn.
Adabra Gwyn.
Adabra Gwyn. Yeah, that's her name.
The
But
witch?
yeah, Ali had first heard about Adabra when you were asking the outfitter, the guy who had the shop, about healing potions, and that's where he first had mentioned her, that she produces them and then sells them to, for one, basically the garrison and different people in the town. So as you guys are going and you're making your way down, you make it to where the ferry is. There, waiting for the ferry to come across from the other side of the river, are the rovers.
Hey, guys.
And there's the four of them. They are on their horses.
Yeah.
They, Almeric, let me see his name. I'm going to mess his name up too. I think it's Alaric. Let's see.
So how far away are they?
Ulrich.
They're on the other side of the river waiting for a ferry?
They're on your side of the river.
Side, right?
You're on your side of the river.
I'm going to ask Connie to tell their horses to start acting up.
Okay.
And maybe, just start walking off in the wrong direction.
So, as you get closer, you see that Ulrich has, he's holding a lead. He's not really holding it. He has a lead that's tied to his saddle horn. Huh. And there are 4 individuals tied at the wrists behind him.
Hey, who are those guys?
And they are humans. And I got to pull up the map here.
They are right.
And these individuals are
hello.
They're rough and tumble. As you can tell, the DM's not done painting the image as of yet, but they are they're rough, gruff-looking men with shaggy long hair, shaggy beards. They have black paint on their faces from like their nose up on their face. They're all wearing kilts. And some of them have, there's like a mix match of some leather and some padded armor. None of them are armed, of course, and they all are kind of bloodied up a little bit. And as you guys start coming close to them, Ulrich sees you guys, and he waves. Give me a persuasion roll for Connie there, Michael.
Hey, Rumi.
Okay. And
it's
I
all
don't
of
actually
the Rovers,
have
not just him, right?
Say what?
I don't actually have a. Oh, there it is.
It's all of the Rovers, not just Ulrich.
Yeah, it's all 4 of them.
Persuasion is under charisma, isn't it?
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, well, she's
You never know. You could
not
roll
super charismatic here, but
16.
16.
Good.
Yeah.
So, like,
Any talking horse is going to have some amount of
you'd
charisma.
think, but yeah.
yeah, right? As you guys start riding forward, Connie starts, and you notice that all of the Rovers' horses start getting antsy. And they're definitely having to, like, keep them in line and whatnot. And, but none of them go bolting or anything along these lines. But the entire time this conversation happens, like, they're not just sitting on their saddles talking to you. They're kind of like messing with the reins, and like the horse is going, and they got to like kind of like look over their shoulder at you as the horse turns in the circle and what have you. So this happens the entire time during this conversation.
That's enough. Yeah, that's reasonable.
Excellent.
Good work, Allie.
Yeah. So Ulrich is all like, "Hey!" And I'm going to roll a something for Ulrich.
Having a little horsemanship trouble there, it looks like. I can offer you some lessons if you'd like.
But,
He's really good at riding horses.
I hate to say it. I don't want to sound mean or anything, but I think they don't like the Goliaths. Or that's what you said.
All right.
Right?
You know what?
Well, it's a theory I have. I could be wrong.
I think it's skill.
That went a direction that I wasn't. That turned quickly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
right to racism.
They're getting uneasy because you guys.
I'm getting a little uneasy from this conversation.
They should be afraid, There Ollie is here.
Ulrich is able to keep his.
Probably heard about me already from my reputation.
Oh.
Ulrich is able to keep his steed in check enough. He passed his animal handling easy.
Ziara's gonna ask. Sorry, I didn't realize you weren't done.
No, he basically, because he's got the prisoners, and his horse wants to fidget, but he's got it under an iron control, so he got 24 to control it. So,
Ziara's gonna ask who the prisoners are.
Oh, these fine gentlemen, these are we're 2 moon tribes, and he spits at you.
Me?
Yeah, one of the guys, and Ulrich like reaches into his pack, and he pulls, because he's got a sling. He pulls out one of his sling's bullets just with his hand, and he chucks it back, and he hits the guy in the forehead with it. Bang! Ah! It's like, shut your mouth! Don't talk to my friends that way.
Yeah, we are friends. I love making new friends. So, who are your friends are tied up though? Did they?
Oh, these aren't our friends. These are. Oh, you guys haven't really gone around and found out about the local area. Haven't talked to the local people.
Well, we've been busy.
That's all right. I understand.
Completing missions.
Yeah, I heard about that. While you guys were away, the dragon showed up. Did you hear about that?
I heard. We came across the cow.
Really
How crazy is that?
You guys notice at this time too, on Shadrach's horse, there is a big burlap sack. There's 2 of them, matter of fact, big burlap sacks, and there's blood stains on them. And Ulrich goes, "Yeah, I heard you went out to talk to some dwarves who were digging to let them know that there's a dragon about."
They were.
While we were fighting the dragon. I understand. I'm sure the people of Hartford appreciate far more your warning of their dwarven allies than us driving.
First of all, those dwarves were feared missing.
So true.
I'm sure you
Shadrach starts snickering and gets, "Oh, that was a good one, Ulrich. That was it. That was good. That was good."
I'm sure you're disappointed that you weren't able to kill it successful, but
that must have been disappointing for you. Maybe next time though, you'll get them.
Yeah.
But
next time, just ask for our help.
You guys are great though.
Yeah.
We didn't just do that. We went and we visited some gnomes, which were really weird. We got to
Ah,
sip
yes,
wine.
I heard that there
You
was
wanna
a
try some of
domestic
their wine?
dispute that needed. No, thank you.
Oh,
Appreciate it though.
you're welcome.
I did hear that there was a domestic dispute that needed help reconciling, and well, we decided that was below our standard and skills. But I'm glad that somebody had the right skill set to take care of a squabbling couple.
Marriage counseling is much more difficult than it would appear.
It totally is. I
Pre-
agree 100%. We
So
were
after you-
ourselves. We were on our way to go and give word to the Adabra about the dragon ourselves, but unfortunately, we didn't make it there. Since you're so good at just talking to people, you guys could probably go there and tell her. We were delayed, and well, we were never able to make it there. See, we ran into a marauding band of orcs and two moon tribes, and he yanks on the rope when he does that, and he pulls like the guys forward, and they go.
So
But,
basically,
yeah.
your
What are we
claim to
waiting-
fame is being lucky and being in the right place at the right time.
Well,
Oh.
not all of us can be lucky, son. That's all right. At least you've got size. So anyway,
What do we know
Yeah.
about the tribes?
you guys have
I don't know
no,
anything about
nothing
that.
really. You haven't talked to anybody about them. There's a number of them, though. There's a number of the nomadic tribes that live in the Bone March, and so right about then the fairy shows up. He goes, "Well, must go turn in all these orc heads we have. You do know you get a bounty for orc heads, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
I wonder whether or not you're going to tell the mayor that you failed on the quest that he sent you.
Yeah,
on.
you had one mission.
Or whether or
That's
not you'd
tough.
like us to
Totally
tell
gonna tell him. I'm sure the
Okay.
town will understand too when we come in
Yeah.
with 2 moon prisoners and 2 big bags full of orc heads.
Well, you
that-
tell them that
Yeah,
we're gonna let the witch know that
they get out.
shit's
They
going.
they,
God, we're really losing this thing here.
Before
guys.
they go on,
they
Well,
get on.
I'm trying to be friends with them. you guys are being, you guys are like having a feud. I'm like legitimately, they're my friends.
So Ziara, before they get on the ferry, is gonna inquire more about their prisoners and say like, what do they do? Like, why do they have
Oh,
them?
sure. So what are you gonna say?
What do they do?
Oh, well, these are 2 moon tribe scums. And it's not the same one that he beamed the first time. Another one pipes up and goes, yeah, untie me and you'll see just how bad of a scumbag I am. And he pulls out another one of the bullets and he chucks it at him. He goes,
How
Why
did you
they
catch
do that
them? Were
was
they
so
sleeping?
bad?
But I don't understand why you've captured them. What did they do to you?
Well, the 2 moon tribes are notorious slavers.
Of
They,
who?
well, the other tribes. And just anybody they can catch, really. They
Who's
sell
that?
people to the orcs in the east, and they used to sell people to the goblins.
So Ziara is gonna turn to the prisoners and say, "Do you do that?"
Oh yeah, Messy. We do. Well, we did, I guess. And Ulrich goes, and you're soon to be dancing at the end of a rope, I think.
So
Let's hope you have some information that the mayor likes. Just maybe, I don't know. Well, no, you're probably still going to get hung regardless.
So once he says yes, we do, she's gonna be like, "Oh, cool," and spit at his feet too, and then walk away.
Okay. Well, it's nice seeing you all again.
Yeah, absolutely. We should all get a drink sometime when we get back.
Hey, when you get back, if we're not here, out defeating a menace, yeah, we'll totally get you on
I
a
mean,
drink.
does everything have to be?
First round is on me and
I
the
would-
Rovers.
I would hope so. I
Excellent.
mean,
Yeah, I mean, you're making a lot more money than we are.
So the ferry gets there, and they get onto the ferry, and then start going back across.
they're
And,
so nice.
Like, I feel like everything they say has a double meaning. Like, they say that they're being nice, but in reality, they're making fun of us.
Oh, I found the best defense against like sarcasm and stuff is just to pretend it doesn't exist. It makes it much easier.
Huh, interesting. Huh. All right, I'll think about that. To the witch!
I
Because we can
remembered
still
what
get
it is.
$50 for this witch now.
It
Yeah,
is
I know.
to the wench.
What the fuck are you talking about?
To the wench.
No,
I'm telling you, that's from the Never-Ending Story. If somebody's in chat knows that I'm right, type it in there. I'm pretty sure it's in there. I'm almost positive. It's when he goes and he's at the Southern Oracle and it shoots the two things down. He meets the
Yep.
the gnome people.
That's
or
correct.
whatever there.
He's correct.
Wow, I apologize. You were right.
That's right.
Well, that's not what he said the first time.
That
The
isn't
second
what
time.
I said the
Well,
first
you're
time.
right
He
this
wasn't-
last time.
He wasn't right, but this
Yeah.
time he was correct.
This
You
time,
eventually got it. How about that?
I the first time I think I said to the wench, which
Yes.
is what I said. Yes, which is in.
So now we get to get paid for it. Let's let this be a lesson to us. If we had been on our way to the witch, we would have gotten interrupted and captured slavers and killed orcs too.
I already said I was sorry about that, okay?
Okay, I just want our behavior to reflect our newfound sorriness. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just always do what I want us to do, always, and we'll be fine.
You know what? We'll try it. How about that?
Cool.
Let's try it.
Great.
That's good. Okay, so so you guys head on now. The witch's windmill is not super far away. It's only like a 4-hour ride, so it's not that bad. This is a hilly area. You were told, and on the little sheet of paper that the flyer that talked about going to talk to Adabra. This is Umbridge Hill, and it's the site of a dwarven battle, and it was during the Anvil Clan Civil War. What broke the Anvil Clan into two separate clans. So this is a battle site, and they've erected some standing stones and whatnot were erected in tribute to that battle. So when you'll see on the map there that there are said standing stones. So so as you guys are riding along, you come cresting a hill, and everybody roll perception for me. 15 is good.
Hello, computer.
That's about right.
One.
You're on
he's
brand.
still mad about the conversation.
He's still thinking about Auric and going into town with 2 duffel bags full of orchids. Okay, so definitely Ollie and Istis and Gob see as you crest one of these hills, there's the tower in the distance. You see the windmill, I should say, not the tower. Now the windmill is roughly, I think it's 3 stories. It's got to be more than 3 stories. I would think it had to be at least 4, but I could be wrong. Hold on a second here. 1.
Check us out
Nope.
Wednesday nights.
It is 3 stories. It is 3 stories tall.
And other days.
And you see a pair of big bat-like wings.
For some
Actually.
reason, I could have sworn you were going to say work boots, and I don't know why.
Work
that was
boots?
weird. I'm like, what the fuck? This is what we rolled perception for?
Yeah.
Sorry,
There's just-
carry on. I don't know.
On the side of the path is a pair of work boots.
Just got back from her work at the factory. And
Yeah, somebody is like, "Ooh, my dogs are barking. Let me kick off these here boots."
Well, I just want to run through the grass in my bare feet.
But there is some sort of large creature that is on top
Oh, is it a dragon?
of the
I'm gonna write.
of the windmill.
Uh,
And
can I see what it is?
you rolled a 15. Okay, so basically you can tell it's not a dragon. It doesn't have the elongated neck of a dragon or anything along these lines. It looks sort of like a lion with bat-like wings. And it's like ripping at the roof. It's like tearing up the roof.
How far away is it? How far away?
Well,
is it?
if you guys were to drop your tokens on the southern part of the map, so I'm going to say, yeah, let me go ahead and shrink you guys down. I got to zoom in more than that. My bad. Oh, and there's Connie. You're pretty.
Connie's a nice looking horse. I don't want Connie.
I'm not giving you Connie.
I want my goblin.
Don't worry.
Look at that fox too. He looks like he's up to something, but like in a cute.
He
way.
is up to something.
He's like
He's a fox.
I'm about ready to do something cute, guys. You just watch.
Yeah. I literally typed into Google like cunning fox face or something like that. Fox. And that's what came up.
Okay. Okay, each one of these, let's see, make sure here. I think it's 10 feet, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Nope. It's hella shorter than 10 feet. I guess that's... All right. It's looking like... We're going to say they're 5 foot
They're
squares.
about 5 feet.
Yeah. So, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to change that. They should be 10 feet. Nah, fuck it. They're 5 feet squares. It'll just make it easier. This is all theater of the mind anyway. It doesn't matter. So you guys are, yeah, you're coming in right there. Okay. So, I'll say actually, because this is pretty close, you're on a hill that's just south of this. So you have the option of, because you're just starting to crest the hill, and as you started cresting the hill is when you saw, first of all, the windmill, and then this creature. So if you want to hurry up and get back behind the hill, you can if you so choose. So I don't want to take that away from you. So what are you guys going to do?
So the things on top of it, which is like 50, 60 feet away.
Yeah.
Do any of us know what this is?
Awesome.
Like, could I roll?
Yeah, everybody can give me a D20 roll.
Just
My
straight-
man Ollie, you've got some book learning about you, don't you?
yes.
Okay. You've got history, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You can roll on that if you so choose. Otherwise, everybody just give me a straight natural 20. Unless you have something like history. If you have history. Or I would also allow Arcana.
No,
yeah.
not either of those.
Okay.
I
Eastus knows what it is.
4.
Okay.
I didn't think I was gonna know what that was.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fucking awesome.
Ollie, you know that...
I want that paint on the side of my Camaro.
Ooh.
who knows what it is?
Ashito knows what it is. I was
She has
thinking...
been through some shit. We need to learn more about that.
You know what I was thinking? I was like, huh.
He has a
He's orange. I should call him Cheeto. That's what-
Oh,
No.
the
Jesus.
Cheeto. No.
100%.
Ashito knows what it is exactly. It's a manticore.
That's what I thought. That's what KD thought.
And Ollie knows it's a manticore, but he doesn't know anything else more than that. But we've got Istis and Ashido both know it's a manticore. It flies, obviously, and it can shoot
even I can tell
spikes.
that.
And
What?
it shoots spikes out of its tail. It's got a spiked tail. It's got
like a scorpion tail, yeah?
Well, no, it's got like a porcupine tail. It's like a ball full of spikes that it can flick, and then it shoots the spikes out. And they are intelligent. So it's not like it's a complete dum-da-da-dum-dum. So
before anybody makes any kind of move, Ashido will probably instinctively run back behind the hill if he knows it's a manticore.
Okay, so if anybody wants to actually hurry up and hide,
I'm following Ollie. Ollie usually goes first, so I'm going to follow Ollie's lead.
So what it is,
although I really want to go right up to that thing.
If you want to hide from it, just give me a stealth, and your target number is 10. If you can do that.
I don't know. I think I'm sitting on top of a horse, right? Yeah, hiding would be very easily.
Well, the thing it is that you were starting with being even on the horses. You were starting to crest to the point to where you were seeing over the hill towards it, so you could rein your horse and just go back down, and the hill would be in your way. Your guys' choice.
I'm following Ollie's lead.
Or Ollie could charge.
What are you doing, Ollie?
You do know that this creature flies.
Yeah, even I could tell that.
Yeah.
I'm going to wave up at it.
All right. I also do not.
In a greeting.
Okay.
I'm going to ride up next to him.
Yeah, the rest of me and Shido are running.
Okay, so you guys start riding up there. All right, let's get my guy.
And I just
non-menacingly, don't have any weapons out.
There he is on the tower, and he sees you coming, and he looks over at you guys, and he...
Nice.
That is so cool.
Kitty.
What are we doing? Are we attacking this thing or what?
And it's currently just watching you ride up to it. Now that is a fence. This is the post hole with the two. I forget what you call it. It's not a slatted fence, but you know what kind I'm talking about. You got the two post holes, and there's just two that ride.
Yeah, we get you.
Right, the decorative fence that doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, it's good for like keeping in large animals that can't jump, but that would be about it.
Good for keeping out your neighbors.
Yeah, exactly. So
can't jump.
Now over here, you guys see there's basically those are those piles of stone. Those are cairns. Okay, on top of that hill, and this is the memorial site for Umbridge, the Battle of Umbridge Hill, and whatnot, where the dwarves met and stuff. Here we have the windmill. Now the windmill is intact, and it's a stone windmill. Okay, this is the remains of the walls of a house that was connected to the windmill. But now those ruins of that house are it's not fresh. It's like that house has been a ruin for a while. Okay?
So that's a fireplace in the back then?
Yeah, that's what that was. Exactly. So that's still kind of, you can see and the manticore looks down at you guys and goes, "What do we have here? More delicacies. Which ones eat first? I don't know."
You're mistaken. We're not food.
Hi, we're here to see the lady of the place.
Yeah, you know the witch?
Hey, she might not like that term. I don't know.
I don't know. Is that proper nomenclature? Nobody explains these things to me.
I don't know either.
You are a fantastic looking beast, by the way.
Isis is looking at Ziara like, so is this where, like, what are we going to do after they die?
Go out for chilies?
Where do you want to go?
I think Patrick's going.
St. Patrick's Day, definitely.
What do they call you anyway? I mean, I've never seen one of you before.
And he's flying in the air now, so like he's hovering in place.
Ziara will have her crossbow ready.
Oh, you've gotten your weapons out, I see.
Oh,
Wait,
I
did you
haven't.
see
No,
her?
not a thing.
No,
We're
we're
behind the
hiding.
hill, man.
No,
Can't see
Isis
us.
and Ziara are hiding.
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
stayed behind the hill.
Yeah.
Got
I rolled a 19 for stealth.
Okay, so you guys are behind the hill. He's not paying attention to you guys at all. Okay, he's looking. My name is Cargamore. Well, I guess we have a decision to make here. I'll let 2 of you go. Oh wait, there's only 3 of you. Well, let 1 of you go, and the other 2, well, you'll be my dinner. You can decide now.
I'm not sure I understand the terms of this agreement.
Where is the witch? Where's the lady that
I
lives
thought we
here?
didn't think that was what she liked to be called.
Well, I don't know, and he didn't help me, so.
Did you
Where's
eat
the
the
lady who
witch?
lives
Are
here?
you friends with the witch?
Okay, everybody rolling this.
That's a no.
This manticore is going to sit around here and banter with you. You kidding me?
You said he was intelligent.
Yeah, he's intelligent.
Oh, good.
Thought it might have been the witch's friend. I didn't know.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, sorry. The second one is the imp. Sorry. I have to do it again.
Should you meet the manticore, of its tail beware.
Oh, never mind. I don't.
Roll for my man. See what he
It's
gets.
good. I definitely did not want to go first.
He got 19.
Damn.
Good luck, guys.
And he is 25 feet up.
Good luck, Connie.
He goes first. Well, how about that? Cargamore goes first. Okay, here he goes. Cargamore, he flicks his tail, and 3 spikes come flying off of it. Come flying towards a good old star there. Let's see what.
I always get picked on.
You're the one that was talking shit to him, so he
I
picked you
wasn't talking
first.
shit at all. I just said I didn't want to be eaten. It's reasonable.
He's expecting someone to prostrate themselves to him. He's big and scary, and you're not afraid of him.
No, I'm not.
So there you go. Okay, so let me make sure. Oh, hold on, I got to make sure the what's the add the hit. That's the same in all of them. Cause that. Cool. Okay, cool. There we go. All right, so here we go. We got first attack. 11. Not
No.
gonna hit. Miss. 21 will probably
hits.
hit you. And another 21. So 2 21s. How about that?
Well, how about it?
Okay, so all right. Here's the damage. 13 points. Bam, bam. He hits you with 2 of the spikes, and he goes, I guess you'll be the first one I eat then.
I don't remember agreeing to any of this.
Gotta soften you up a little bit first.
No,
All right,
it's
what's
just a bullshit move.
what's the imp gonna do?
Oh, yeah, he did roll 18. He is going to. Yeah. He has a movement speed of 40 foot. So he's gonna run up. How do I do the distance?
Yeah, here, let me shrink him down a tad too. We got to get a picture for
Thank
this
you.
guy. What do we want to? Does
He's
he
not
look
just-
like a
he's-
regular imp?
He wears a top hat and has a.
I'll see what I can do.
A suit jacket.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
He works at a carnival. He
Fair enough.
No, he lost that job.
It's sorry. It's less of a top hat. Like it looks like a top hat, but it's actually a fez that like has a brim stapled to it.
Yes. So it's like those. It's like those hats they used to make for the preschoolers for President's Day for Abe Lincoln sort of thing.
Yeah,
like
like
okay,
that.
cool. Okay.
So he's gonna run up, and then he's going to be invisible and climb up next to Star. He's going to hop onto Star's shoulder.
Okay. Gotcha. I need to keep track of that. So that's 3. Got it. Okay. Ashito.
So he'll come out just as far as he needs to and do that. 19 hit.
Okay, so what's the range on that?
120.
Oh yeah. And 19 does hit, so that will give away your location, just so you know.
Yeah. He'll like I said, he'll run out as far as he needs to. So that like he'll be away from everybody else, but
okay. If you hit him with what's the damage?
That is a great question. If I do that, will it? There you go.
Got it. It's not happy about that. All right. Oh, speaking of, ZR.
Oh, I'm gonna hold my action. If
2.
yeah, I need to figure out.
Yeah.
If he starts coming our way, then I'll go.
Well, you have to tell me what you're doing, and there has to be a trigger factor.
Like I'm saying, if the trigger is if he starts heading our way, I'll shoot him with my crossbow.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
not a problem. That works. Okay, start.
I'm gonna pull out my shield and my crossbow, and because he's up in the air, right?
Yep, he's 25 feet up.
So if you were really that powerful, you come down here and.
Yeah, I'm sure that works on a lot of other people. You see his tail starting to spin.
Right. I'm gonna fire a crossbow at him.
Okay.
Nope.
Swing!
So 1. Wait, we have a.
We got
chart.
fumbles now.
What's the
Fumble
chart
laugh.
do?
Fumblerooski.
What do I roll? A D100?
Let's see here.
Yeah,
yes,
D100.
you do. Roll me a D100. Did you get there? 89. Oh, that can't be good.
89.
Stumble.
Stumble. Lose next
Lose
attack.
next attack.
God damn it.
Oh man.
All right. Excellent. Love it. Okay. Ollie.
Well, that ain't good.
No, it's not.
I look up at it and say, it looks like you might have fleas. And I'm going to cast Infestation using my hat.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
That's-
And I made the Arcana check, so if spell goes off, he needs a Constitution save.
Constitution saving throw. Otherwise, he's gonna have bugs. Let's see. Oh, that's
Yeah,
not
it's just
too
a
bad.
cantrip, though, so it's not for long. But
Yeah. Let's see what my man gets here.
Oh.
1. How about that?
so he'll take 1d6 damage. Now, since he rolled the 1, does he get to roll on the fumble chart?
You know what? No, because this is a save. It's a save.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So he'll take 4 points of damage,
Okay.
and we ride over here. And now the tower's still here, right?
Yeah,
Windmill thing?
the windmill's still there. Yeah.
And I'm gonna knock on the door.
As soon as you ride over, actually, as you're riding over, the door's opening up. Okay, and there is here. I'm going to bring out, and I'm going to increase the size, Adam. So before you zoom in,
I'm not. Yep, I get you.
there's that lady there.
And I say, "Is this your pet? We're only come here to meet with you. Sent from Hartford."
Quick, get inside before it kills you. It's not my pet. It's a fucking manticore.
All right, I yell
Pretty
that
cool
as loud
fact
as
to
I
do
can. Everybody into the
Hmm.
place here, and I hold my position at the door, my shield up.
Yeah, let
Will
me.
it not kill us if we're inside?
Well, it's going to be harder for it to get at you. It was trying to
It's
tear
also
up.
a magic.
It was tearing up the roof, trying to,
Hmm.
for who knows why. But so there's the interior, so you know. And yeah, basically you've got, this is the millstone right there, okay, and then this is a ladder right there. So this down here though, there's no bags or things that the windmill itself hasn't been used as a windmill for quite some time. So okay, so Connie is over there with you, and then Gob, what's Gob doing?
Gob is going to.
And I yelled that just as loud as I could.
Yeah, I
before
mean,
you
Gob
all
can't do
started
anything
to
because
come.
he's chained to, and he's on the back of a horse. He's going to cast Sacred Flame at the
Okay,
Manticore.
and that bonus he has.
DC 12 Dex is probably going to be pretty good at dexterity.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah,
Oh, he
failed that
misses.
one too. So it's 6
Yeah.
points of damage.
8 points.
8 points of damage. Ooh, it didn't like
Max
that.
out.
Sure did.
And then he just hides back behind the Stargazer.
Gotcha. All right, Eastus.
Yeah, okay. So Isis is going to like roll his eyes at the shenanigans, and he is going to take a card out, and he's going to throw it out into the air, above the manticore, and as it flies, it's going to break open into a large web
Ooh,
above the manticore.
60 feet. You're within range, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a dex save on that bad boy.
But before you make it, Issa's eyes are going to glow,
Here it comes, baby.
and
You gonna
he
give him that
is going to
5?
use a portent. Yep, he's gonna give it 5.
Okay, cool. So he's definitely gonna get. It's just gonna fall right on top of him.
Yeah, he's
So-
restrained.
Yeah, he's gonna get restrained in these webs, and that means he's gonna come. He's gonna drop. Yeah.
There we go, Eastus.
Okay. All right, his turn. Well, he falls to the ground, and he is
Any damage from
not
that?
Does
happy.
he take
Yes,
damage from falling?
He sure does. So let's see. For every 10 feet is 1d6. So
Yep.
let's see how much he's going to take. He take 11 points from falling. Not happy about that at all, and he's kind of pissed about his not being able to fly. Even boom. So he falls to the ground right there. Smash. He seems quite alarmed, actually, at the fact that he's no longer able to fly.
So
So he's going
full
to.
disclosure, the webs, I didn't anchor them because he was too far up, so they will disappear at the start of my next turn.
Okay. So
Ah, damn, I can't even make a move.
he's not going to be able to. He doesn't have to shake him off. Well, he does shake him off.
He
It's
goes.
basically
He
what it
goes
is.
before me.
Yeah.
No.
So he's going to shake off the webs, and that's
He-
going to
no.
actually.
He goes before me in the initiative, so he still has to make a check on his turn. They disappear at the start of my turn.
It's a strength, right? What's your D?
Yeah, it's
Here.
a strength.
Yeah.
Of some sort.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's
It's
do
a
his
DC
strength.
15.
All right, here we go. Let's see what my man's got. Oh, that's not too bad. He's failed all of the saving throws so far. Let's see what he does here. Oh man, he's still caught up in it. So that's his round. He's still jumbled up in all this different stuff. So okay, the imp's turn. Does the imp have a name yet? Or is it
Not
just-
that you guys know. No.
Okay, gotcha.
Imper.
The
Chimp the imp. Gimp.
He is going to
the limp.
hold his.
You got some cool battle music going on there.
He's gonna hold his
No, I
his.
Don't second guess me, please.
Too late. I already did. Okay, I'm sorry. What's the imp doing?
He's going to give Star the help action.
Okay. Okay.
Can that hold over? Because I can't move this turn.
So the way I do, and the way, just so you know, for the future, the way I do help actions are, you can't just say I give the help action. You have to describe it. And it has to be plausible.
Well, so he flew onto Star's shoulder the round before.
Correct.
And he's invisible. So I was going to have him not be invisible in front of the Manticore as
Go like boo.
Yes,
Totally.
But
That would work.
I forgot Star can't attack this turn.
Yeah. Groovy.
So he instead is going to hold his reaction.
Gotcha. Okay. Besito.
Oh, he'll shoot him again. I didn't realize I was up. I'm sorry. I would have had that prepared.
Oh, that's all right.
There we go.
He's restrained.
He's restrained, so it's
you have
disadvantage, right?
Oh,
Oh,
then it,
Attacks against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
so
It's a saving throw, so he would have disadvantage. I'm a disadvantage on his save because it's not a. Oh no, this is an attack roll one. My bad. So 18 does hit. My bad. I was thinking it's a save one.
balls.
Yeah, did a point of damage. That's a point though.
Whittle away.
Every point counts. It makes Ashido less of a target. Right now, target number one is that wizard that popped up over there.
Who?
Never heard of it.
Okay, Ziara. It was a toss-up between you and the goblin, but you took away his flight. He's really pissed about that.
So Ziara will run out since he's restrained. She'll run. It would help if I had this thing. Okay, so she'll pretty much just barely make it to the door.
Could double move and make it
I
in.
could, but I want to shoot him with my crossbow while I'm on the way. So
Okay.
there, and then where's her sheet?
You get advantage, so you get sneak attack.
That's true.
Oh, cool. All right. So there's the roll. The 17 hit.
17 does hit.
So there's that, and then the sneak attack. Thank you for reminding me. It's 2d6, right?
Yep.
There you go.
Nice.
Ooh.
17 points of damage. That's a lot.
Continue running to about
That was
there.
really good.
Okay. Star. Oh, that's right. You can.
Can't do shit.
Yeah. Ollie.
You can't attack or you can't do anything.
He gets
I
no
lose my
attack.
next turn. No,
You
it's
lose your
his
next
turn.
attack, so you can't do
It said
something if you
turn,
want to
I
move.
think.
No, it's an
Uh,
attack.
He
Said
said
attack.
attack.
Did it?
It
You-
is attack.
Can't
Yep,
attack.
89. Stumble, lose next attack.
Okay, I'm gonna ride then.
You could get right up on him.
I mean, I don't know what the. Can I? Oh.
Don't you
What
have
the fuck?
second wind and stuff? Too?
Can I use the second wind
Yeah.
in this situation?
That yes, you could, because that would be an additional attack. It's not the next attack.
All right.
Wait, are we still in the same day?
Then I can't use that.
Oh,
yeah.
you already used it. Yeah, it is the same day.
What I
Because you
can
guys
do is
Came right here from Gnome Guard. He didn't. No, he didn't use.
Yeah, I did.
You used your second wind to get more hit points. You didn't get an extra
I used
attack, did
action
you?
surge too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
my
empty.
bad.
He did a
Zero.
6-sweep combo. That's why I remember it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Unhooking Gob, is that a free action?
Yeah, that's interaction. That's totally free.
I want to unhook Gob. Can I jump onto the Manticore's back?
Totally could.
Yeah, from the horse as I ride by.
Sure.
Unhook Gob, jump from the horse onto the back. Gob takes the reins and, continues moving.
Yeah, not a problem. So basically, what you're going to need is an athletics check.
Athletics is even better. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. 17.
No.
You're on his back.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh, so Ali? Oh, you're muted there, Michael.
I point my 3 fingers at him, and
Here it comes.
magic missile fires
Uh-oh.
from my fingers into him for 11. Then I action surge, spur Connie forward, summon my lance into my hand, and slam into him with all I'm worth. And
there's
that one.
Ooh, roll me percents. Oh, let's hope you don't like hit a friend or something. Oh, that would be messed
I
up.
am
You
on
run over
fire.
it, skewer him off the back. Okay, let's see what we got. 49.
You fall down.
Drop your weapon.
10
This is
feet.
actually something that doesn't really affect him that much because he's going to drop his weapon. He goes whoop. Okay, you drop your lance, is what it is.
All right.
It like hits his hide or something. I'll say you still hit him. He's huge, but it was a glancing blow, and it knocked your lance out of your hand. So, there we go.
Fingers were still smoking from that magic missile.
Exactly. Okay, Connie.
They still took 11 from the magic missile.
Yeah, I got that. He's not looking too good.
All right, she dodges.
Okay. What's Gob gonna do?
It's gonna Sacred Flame.
Okay.
DC 12, which he's restrained, so that's got.
He's at disadvantage.
Getting good damage rolls for these Sacred Flames here too.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. Okay, here we go. Oh wait, no, I did want to leave that on there, and I do want to do it this way. Okay, 15. Let's see what the other one is. Fumble. You got him.
And how much can you ride away on a horse?
It's
Like
I think
60.
horses are
60.
Sure?
All right, well,
Think
he's gonna
60.
ride over. He's gonna ride over here. He's actually gonna ride. Can he ride into the house?
Yeah.
Probably not. Right?
Well, he could jump down and then
yeah,
go
he's
in.
gonna jump and then run into the house and hide. Because he cannot survive a hit from this dude.
All right. Eastus.
So the webs go away. You said he's looking rough?
Yeah, he's not looking too hot.
Okay. Isis is going to take out the pole. And he's going to look and then go whoosh. And he's going to cast catapult.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But I'm gonna actually I have to put a card behind it. And then I'm gonna say whoosh. So since I'm burning a card, it's gonna be is a second level? Oh yeah, I'm gonna cast it at second level. So it's 4d10. And he has to make a dex save.
3d10. I mean 4d8, not d10.
You said bump up.
Oh no, you're right. You're right.
And it's a 11. His eyes will glow, and he'll use his last portent, which was 11.
Oh,
I can't hear you.
fairly easy. Yeah,
It's
there you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He's dead. Because because it just halves it, correct? If you hit it.
What?
It's not an all or nothing. It's a half damage, right? If he makes a saving throw.
Yeah. Well,
That's what I
his
thought.
roll. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so he's
So-
dead.
Oh, even without the portent?
Yeah, with the port, it gives him what, a 14?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
He rolled. His roll is 11 plus his modifier, whatever.
Yeah. So either way, he's taking half damage, is what I'm saying. He's
Perfect.
Yeah, he's dead. So how does that happen? I mean, when you whoosh with the
See, I go whoosh, and as I go forward, the spear, the pole extends and just goes straight through its skull, 10 feet in,
nice. Okay.
and the wings just fall.
I duck as it comes out the back of the head.
And it just collapses. All right. How many cards you got left now?
Let's see. I have 22.
Okay.
We should take this head with us.
First of all, you're welcome. I say.
Yeah. No, I mean, you did a great job. I feel like I had him from here.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see the Goliath ride this thing. That would have been neat.
It really would have been fun.
I
But
think this is as neat as it was going to get.
and as we're talking
Perfectly.
about this, I take out my greatsword, and from this thing's back, I just start chopping at the back of its neck.
That's just gruesome.
I have to imp collect the pole, say the magic word, and it like collapses back, and he brings it to me and like shakes it off.
You guys talk to the witch. I'm working out.
A
I
Dabra
got some
comes
work
up.
to do out here.
A Dabra comes up to Gob.
Yeah.
A goblin here? I can speak goblins. Quit mumbling.
Oh yeah. Hi. How are you doing?
She's speaking to you in goblin.
Yeah. Hey.
You seem to be friends with these ones.
Yeah. Really, just the big one, but the other ones are all right. They seem.
Her hand was glowing as she was coming up to you, but as she starts talking to you, the
Oh no,
glow
I'm a good
fades.
guy. Just whoa. Settle down.
Good guy, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've
She
changed my
comes-
ways.
She comes walking out. Well, thank you. And then she goes back in.
Excuse me, Adabra, we have something or need to speak with you.
Well, come on in. She goes. She stays inside.
I tell Connie to take care of the horses and go on in.
Okay. So I'm going to. It's up in the top right here. I'm going to reveal the inside. So. Okay. And my girl, Adabra, she climbs up and goes to the second floor. And this is her, like her living quarters. Okay.
What is this?
That's a ladder. That's when you come up. You climb the ladder to get to the second floor.
Yeah, I thought it was like a weight, like she works out.
I work out. Okay, so she goes over and she sits on a chair. There's some tables in here. There's piles of furs. There's shelves lining the walls. Things along these lines. She has a by one of these windows, she's made it into a makeshift like fireplace that she's built like a little bit of a flume, so it gets the smoke will go out the window thing there. You do hear like like a bubbling and what have you, but it's coming from the third floor. Okay,
There
the
is
top
there.
part. Now,
Hi.
this entire place is actually made of stone. Okay, so the floor is stone and what have you. It's very sturdy. And she goes over and she sits down on a chair. That's well. I guess thank yous are in order again.
Oh, don't think anything of it. Hi, I'm Isis. I'm so excited to meet you. This place is great, crazy. There's manticores flying. I do magic, and I know you do magic because obviously, I mean, look at you. I was wondering if you,
As Issa says that,
give
like
me magic, and I could give you magic and stuff, and we could be friends.
as Isis is saying that, Shido's tail will start sparking too.
I figured it out. It's a Pikachu.
Yeah,
I did. Did you?
Said this the first episode.
I'm oblivious.
Pikachu.
I'm sorry, I was acting like Adam. You know.
Boom.
So
Ouch.
I don't get
I
that
know.
excited, like I said.
that's true. I get way more excited than Adam does. But I'll give you that. So, yeah. calm down, son.
Oh, yeah.
Eastus.
Yeah.
I'm Adabra. Nice to
Adabra.
meet you.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, if you want to have a sleepover, I guess we could arrange certain things.
Okay.
You're interested in...
You say a sleepover?
Yeah, that's what she said.
I'm glad I'm outside.
There's a lot in the East that says okay, but he
I'm
said
more
okay at
of
the
an-
end of it.
I'm more of an alchemist than I am of a wizard or wizardess or sorceress or anything along these lines. I mean, I have a little bit of magic, but my stock in trade used to work for the orcs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know some orcs.
Do you?
Just met some on the road over.
We just met some that were being taken prisoner. Does that bother you?
I don't think that we met any orcs that were being taken prisoner,
No.
Ollie, actually.
No,
they
you
were
met...
already dead.
Yeah, they were in the bags. The guys that were tied up were humans. Those were
Yeah.
those are
Wait until the village sees this giant manticore head.
I know, right? That's why I didn't run. All about,
Well,
all,
the
it's all
first
about the
thing
strings.
she's like, the first thing we could do is go outside and start harvesting that manticore for parts. Out of good parts for
Dude, I'm already
making
on
of
it.
things.
I'm taking the tail too.
Will it help like in spells and stuff too? Like,
It's
is that
possible.
like a thing?
Yes.
Okay. I'm down with it.
Can't
Sleep
leave
over.
it out there to be
Down
pilfered
to
by the
sleep.
vultures.
No. We'll kill them too. We'll kill anything. I'll kill anything.
Oh, can I use a survival check to see how good I am at doing this?
Are you skilled in it?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it one of your skills? Cool. Then yeah. Then you are skilled in it. It's just a matter of rolling to see.
15.
Yeah, you're actually starting to carve it up pretty
Carving
nice.
this
Actually.
fucking thing up, yeah.
Yeah.
Taking the tails, I'm hacking some. I want to make like a cloak out of a wing or something.
So she'll come out and she'll go, "Oh, what are you doing?"
I am covered in manticore blood, right?
Yeah, you are.
Isn't it like poisonous?
No.
Maybe to
No,
you.
I'm joking. That's just what you said.
Well, your friend's taking most of the good stuff.
I can't carry all of it, so if
we
there's
can
stuff you
kill him
want, let me
too.
know. What do you want
So-
something particular?
Yeah, she's gonna actually. I mean,
Give
literally.
me a list. I'm having a great time out here.
Claws, heart.
Yeah, you can have that
Eyes.
stuff, sure. Yeah, all that stuff. No, the eyes have to stay in the head.
All right,
Otherwise-
fine.
All
Wow,
right.
you want them to make eye contact with it? Like, what does it matter if the eyes
If you
are
don't,
gone?
I don't know. It looks cooler with the eyes.
Don't you want to brag about
It
your
needs the
precision
eyes. Have you ever
archery
seen a
with your
taxidermied
crossbow?
animal without the eyes?
It's creepy as fuck.
Actually, they take the
How do
eyes
you
out and
take
they
the
put
eyes
in.
out? Yeah,
Well, they
the
put in
glass.
glass eyes, but
Yeah.
still.
I don't have any. All right, if she really wants the eyes, I'm having such
She
a great
can
time
have
out
whatever
here.
she wants. We're her guests, and
Well, I
we.
mean, I'm not her guest. I'm out
Hey,
here
well-
hacking up a.
Oh, you're not.
No,
I've
no.
been
I
inside.
mean,
I'm sorry about
No.
them. They're,
You
I mean,
got
if she
dibs.
wants us to stay,
you killed it. You get dibs.
technically he killed it.
technically, I killed it.
I'm just
so-
saying.
I'll take whatever you want to give me.
All right, I'll take a list of what she wants and I'll do my best to get it.
She'll help.
What would make the
I
most
got it. You guys
favorable-
hang out and relax and talk. You got stuff to talk about. I got this.
Okay.
What would make you personally the happiest, and thereby make us have a close personal relationship that could extend into benefits to me?
She just wants a sleepover.
You are awfully anxious, aren't you?
I grew up at a carnival.
Oh,
Every-
you grew up
yeah.
in a carnival, did you?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
Somebody's always on fire or falling off something from a height
Oh,
and
this-
almost dying.
I could always use a spare pair of hands to help. With...
I'm not looking for a permanent arrangement. Again, carnival.
Oh,
However,
no.
I would
What?
love to, have a recurring thing if that's fine.
Oh no, you could come by every once in a while to help with some things. Yes.
Anybody else
So,
want a
what-
wing?
It's like you're at KFC. So, were you just happening by? I don't think I'm that lucky. What are you guys doing?
We were
There's a
coming right to
dragon.
visit you.
Oh, you're coming to visit me, eh? What
Yeah.
for?
There's a dragon named Cryovane that's about.
Oh, a dragon named Cryovane. Oh, that's disturbing.
hmm
Well,
I wouldn't worry too much about it.
That would explain that. And she points over at the Manticore. That would explain a lot of what's been going on recently, I guess.
Wait, why would the Manticore explain
what?
the dragon?
Well, the Manticore didn't live around here. It's forced into these lands. You see what happened when it came down? Ran into the likes of you. Now it's dead. Manticores aren't terribly stupid. They're stupid enough, but they're smart enough to usually stay away and just get some easy pickings. Your lot, hard for it, and the lots that's coming up there. The Rovers heard they're in town. There, it's not easy pickings. And there's a lot of goblins around now. I've seen them. They were scratching around my door one night even.
You hear from downstairs.
Yes, like you. You're a different sort, though. You're not from around here. You're not a raker's goblin, I can tell by the look of you.
No.
Well, if there's a dragon around, it's pushing people out, obviously.
Sounds like
We
a
understand that you
long-term problem.
sell magic potions of healing.
Oh,
Yes, I've got some magic. I got some healing potions. I got a fresh brewed pot of them. You guys can roll me a D10 plus 2. And this is how many she has on hand.
Okay, go ahead, Ollie.
So
Got
8
10.
plus 2 is 10.
She's got 10 of them.
Well,
Now, I can't sell all of them. Got to keep a couple for myself. But I'd be willing to sell you 8 of them at a discounted price for doing such a good job in killing the Manticore.
Excellent. What's your price?
So normal DMG for a regular
That's
is
50.
like what 50 gold, right? She'll sell them to you for 30 gold.
All right, I'll take 2.
Now, keep in mind, this is a one-time discount. I do appreciate what you did for me, but I'd have probably killed the Manticore anyway. This way I didn't have to soil my knuckles on him.
so I'll buy 2.
Okay.
I don't know how much money.
Well,
I
if
have.
each of you bought 2,
Yeah.
I can't afford
That would be all 8.
I'm not there.
Well, okay. So I can
You're
buy
right there carving it up.
I'm outside.
Yeah, she's still outside. She didn't go back inside. She's
Oh.
watching you carve up the Manticore.
I'd
We all
love-
came
I'd
back
love
outside,
one.
apparently.
I thought we were on the second floor.
Yeah, me too.
You were, but then she went back outside to look at
Yeah.
the Manticore. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I didn't state that.
Oh, good.
So
So Star doesn't have any stars.
I can afford one.
I only want one.
you also got a bunch of Manticore parts that maybe if you were to give them to her, she might be persuaded.
Oh, I was gonna. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, I was gonna give them to her. So if she wants to give me a better deal on this,
If you're gonna give her,
I'll give her the eyes.
she'll
the
do
claws,
that.
The heart.
she'll give you one. Yeah, she'll give you a healing potion. She'll give you both of your healing potions for free for all that.
That's fair.
There you go.
What about the
I'm the one
Excuse-
carving it. That's why it's not easy to carve, Eastus.
It's not easy to take. You
Apparently,
do you
it
need a
is
spoon?
easy to take down because
Do
you
you need a
guys
s-
did it very.
Do you need a
easily.
spoon? You just stood there like, and then climbed
know
on
what?
its back.
I've got to stop using this
Run, Gob!
light crossbow.
Run,
Is really
get
my issue.
inside. Get into safety, Gob.
Say, if you
Gob
find
did
a
more
flea
damage
on
than
that
most.
Manticore somewhere, it's mine.
What do you want?
The flea.
Oh shit! I was wondering what it's been all over me now. I've been scratching. I don't have a lot of hair though.
Are we
so-
parsing out things from my damn kill? First
I wanna-
of all,
I
I'll
got
give
you
her
a
the
wing.
eyes. I'll give her. I don't want a. What am I, fucking edgelord? I don't need a wing. What
It
am I
would
gonna
look
do
so
with that?
cool if you wore a wing.
That
Yeah,
would
that'd
be
be
cool.
awesome.
It's not my style.
One wing would make a complete cape for you.
It's not. I mean, that seems kind of gauche. It seems like your thing, not my
I'm
thing.
totally making one. I'm totally gonna get one of these made into. Ziara, do you
Okay.
want a wing?
I want like a claw, and
I want a claw.
I'm like
Or tooth.
divination. I feel like keeping an eye would be really good for me for some reason. I don't know. Like maybe I can look in it.
Yeah, I got 2 eyes.
So Adabra will go inside now.
Okay, we can
As you
give
guys
her,
are out there arguing about
we give
pieces
her
of
one
parts.
eye. Give her one eye.
Oh, she'll take it for sure. She'll
I'll
put
give
it in
her an
a
eye.
jar.
I'm gonna give her a couple of claws and that's
Okay.
and a heart. She wanted the heart.
Okay,
Yeah, she's very thankful of all that. So,
fine.
I'm kind of repulsed by this whole carving up the creature thing, but
Ollie,
It
do you
is
want a
gross.
matching wing cloak? That would be really
nah,
cool.
I'm
it
good,
is
really.
gross. And she
What about
does.
Connie?
She does ask you to
Ah.
drag the carcass a ways away from her
Yeah, once I'm
place.
done.
Connie and the
I'll go
horses
back
can
away.
take care of that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
great,
so
even
that
better.
the scavengers aren't like right outside her door. So
Yeah. So what are you taking as the trophy? The head?
I'm taking the head, I'm taking the tail, and I'm taking 2 wings.
That's a lot of stuff. How are you going to manage that?
I was hoping everybody's horses could pull them.
actually, are you taking the entire tail or just a tip?
Actually,
Just like, I mean, not the whole
Actually,
thing, but like enough where I don't have
spend
to
10
hold the
minutes.
very end. But
and cast Tensor's floating disc, and
You
we
do.
have a lovely disc
oh,
to
There you go.
put our
look at
ball
that.
on.
Very good.
We have to
Ollie.
stop every hour and recast it, but
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, it's only a 4-hour trip.
it's a ritual.
A 4-hour tour. Doesn't sound the same, does it?
Yeah.
No.
And then
Okay.
We're
I
gonna
want to
call
ask her if she has
this
any like spell books or anything like that.
Manticore.
I know she's an
Wow.
alchemist, but I don't care.
Oh, a
She's
spell!
persistent.
But yeah, do you have any ritual stuff? I'd love to learn some new ritual stuff.
No, I've mostly alchemy. I've got some alchemy things, and then there's my own personal things that I guess I could be persuaded to let you. Well, no, because if you copy something out of a book, it goes away, right?
No.
Who, me?
No,
I don't think so.
not
Me?
anymore.
If I,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
That's
if I
just
copy
back in the
it?
day.
Scrolls do.
Scrolls, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of
Scrolls do.
scrolls. When
No,
you
if
copy
I
the
find
scroll
a scroll,
to a book.
I can add it.
She's basically a druid. So if
Ooh.
I don't think she would have anything that you guys would have access to, correct?
Bored
Could you
now.
do
A little bit of crossover, but not much.
Okay. So do you have the ritual casting is just basically do you have a feat that you're a ritual caster?
Yeah, my feat is.
Okay.
I took the ritual casting feat. Yep.
She's got two rituals in a book that a tome that she has that she would let you look at. It'll take a while. You guys have to stay here to do it. I
What
mean,
rituals?
that's what I was just gonna say. You guys can. I'm gonna be benevolent and let you pick them. They're druidic.
Yeah.
Wait, wait, what? What's happening?
I
I missed-
know that there's.
She's
They're
a
finding 2 spells.
She's a druid.
yeah. Look
Letting
at the
spells?
well. The Ollie can cast spells because he's a.
But I can only cast. I mean, I have to pick my class, and I picked wizard. So.
Oh yeah, even though you're a ritual caster, it would still be. It's not intelligent.
Yeah.
It would be wisdom based.
Well,
Other
my
way around.
rituals that I know how to cast are wizard rituals.
Right. I
But
think
this
it's
is only for Ollie. Like I'm sorry. Somebody messaged me, so I had to answer it.
Yeah, we don't have anything to do with this.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
What
she's
about-
business.
What about
Unless you're a
somebody-
druid.
Well, what about somebody who was born druid but just sucks at being a druid?
Oh.
got to have that actual class of druid.
I mean, she can
That
speak-
or he's
and
got the
druid.
he's got the feat. He's got the feat of ritual caster, which allows. But
But he can't.
I have to see what the feat ritual caster gives you.
Maybe we could figure this out later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can't.
I
learn
can't
he
cast
learn
druid
druids.
spells.
No,
I was
neither-
going to say.
Neither can I. It's okay.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Whatever. That's fine.
You're so disappointed now.
I know, right?
I'm not torn up about it. It was nice meeting you, I guess. All right, get
I was
going.
only looking forward to it for like days.
Right? And she's like winking at you and whatnot because you know.
He sees it. He's like, yeah.
Ollie. Yeah. Ollie, do you want a lucky manticore foot? And just hold on.
Not really.
Oh, I do have a question. I can throw things with my mind. Do you have anything that like blows up or sets things on fire that I could have?
I could make something like that.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Or maybe like burns it alive, like to the bones or something. Like
I could
acid
make you
or-
some. Well, I could. I'm sure I could. I could make you some pots of acid and maybe some pots of flaming oil.
For me?
I could produce those things, of course. Yes.
You would do that for me? That's so sweet of you.
Yes.
That is very sweet. How long
Not
will
a
that
problem.
take?
I only charge you for those 50 gold pieces a
What?
piece.
That much? Well, we're such good friends.
Yes, but you are ignoring my winks. So
No,
50 gold pieces
he's like leaning in now. He's like that much
Yeah, now he is.
for.
Well,
for us?
I tell you what, I'll knock it down to 25 if you can bring me the ingredients. I'll give you a list.
Okay.
It's a manticore foot, one of them. Because I got. Oh, by the way, how many claws you want, Zara?
Just one.
I just hack it right off.
He's just like twitches every
Toss
time
it to you.
Star, like his eye twitches every time Star like interjects with like this the manticore foot. Like it's very like it's almost imperceptible. But, like his like the mask breaks for a second. And he's like,
So Ziara wants to ask the witch in Druidic. Druidic?
Druidic, you got it.
Right? She's gonna ask her in Druidic if she can help her be a druid. And explain her situation, how she was born,
When you speak in Druidic to her, she gets
Yeah.
actually very serious.
Yeah.
And she comes over to you and she speaks back to you in Druidic. Now, you guys don't understand this, what's
Yeah.
going on. And she's like, honey, don't talk in Druidic freely. I know these are your friends, but you do realize that not being a druid and knowing Druidic and speaking it, there's some druids that'll take offense to that. And there's definitely, because druids, granted, they're considered to be neutral and blah, in between all this. It's a well-guarded secret. In old first edition, if you taught Druidic to somebody how to speak it, that's basically the same as saying a death sentence. If other druids found out about it, they could like seriously, they would have free will to kill you. It'd be okay. So it's a and you kind of know this,
Right. That's what I'm sorry. I should have clarified. I would pull her aside and have said that. I wouldn't
that's
have
not a problem.
It across the.
I thought
yeah.
you did say that, actually.
No, that's fine.
My impression was that this was not just
Yeah.
open conversation.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, she's still because possibly it wasn't quite as quiet as maybe she thought it should be.
That's fine.
How do you know the tongue?
I'll explain to her that I was, my situation where I was born. My mother was a druid. My whole family was druid, but I lack the ability to do anything beyond, and I'll cast like a little druid craft spell in my hand or something.
What's your parents' name?
I forgot.
It's in the write-up. Anyway, so you just
I'll
tell.
say it.
Just say you tell her.
Robert and Claudia Abernathy. You may have heard of them.
I'm almost certain her mother's name was like Mary or something.
Yeah.
Or Eve or some biblical name.
And she's
Mary
like,
Eve.
I've heard of these people. Yes, they're the highbrow druids.
Wood Witch.
The ones that associate with the more civilized people. I could show you things about being a druid. Don't know if you'd like it, though. It's not quite what you're used to. It's how druid is supposed to be. It's connected to the earth. It's quite dirty, quite bloody at sometimes, but also beautiful. It's like nature itself. It's a commitment. And she looks you up and down, and it's not like a kind of look up and down. She looks you up and down, and you can tell she is appraising you when she looks you up and down. Seems to me that you've been living a life that's not directed in this fashion. Do you really want to learn more? Oh, shit, she took offense.
Doesn't wanna
I looked
work.
up and down, she's like, the
The
hell with
answer is
delete!
No. No, thank
Okay.
you.
Well, she can come back on just in time for us to sign off.
And that's the cliffhanger.
There you go. You don't know what she said?
Isis will just, as she pulls her the witch over to the side and starts talking with her, Isis will just kind of smile to himself and say, "Good for you."
Okay. Well, everybody, this is actually where we're going to tie it up. We're going to end the episode here. So I know we're all out of place. There she is.
All right.
To draw it to a hi, KD.
Welcome back.
To draw it to a quick conclusion as far as that conversation goes, she says that she would be interested in looking into training you if you were serious about it.
Yeah.
And if you were serious about it, to realize that this will be a path that you will have to embrace, and not half-heartedly, but wholeheartedly.
She would be scared, but well, she'd have to consider it because she'd be scared. But yeah, it was something she would have to consider because of all of the failings in her past.
Okay. She tells you she will give you 1 week.
Okay.
And then you'll have to have made your decision by then. So
Great.
Okay. Just so you know, this is just a little bit of flavor for the Bone March and the game. The Bone March area is super steeped in ancient druidic power, and there's like all kinds of like standing stone monuments and what have you. The old Flan druids, this is like one of their bastions, and the druids are the ones who protected and formed the nomadic clans after the cursed invasion. They shepherded the people together. Each one of the nomadic clans are still led by druids. So and these are old school. This is the these are not like druids that worship Obadiah and shit like that. These are ones that believe in the Green Way and what have you. They're like, Obadiah is just he's a god, but he bends his knee to, the Green Way, just like all living things do. So, just so you know, ties in with all that different stuff. So that's it. So, yeah. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in and watching episode 4 of Greyhawk Adventures. Glad you could make it. Glad you could come in and partake with us as well. So, that is perfect, Wes. By the way, don't shut that off until we're off. You should have been wearing that all episode. So, yeah. Let's go ahead. First off, we'll have this fabulous cast go ahead and sign off. Why don't we start with Michael?
All right, I'm Michael, and bye.
There you go.
And he's
All right.
signing off.
Wes?
Hi, I'm Wes. I played Eastus. Thanks for having me. Stay safe, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Personal distance. It's important.
Yeah. Keep
What are they
away.
calling that? Social
Distancing.
Social
is
Social
the
distancing.
term from the CDC. Yes.
I'm an expert.
Yeah.
Aw.
Get away.
Yeah.
Back off.
Stay safe, everybody.
It gives a whole new meaning to, like, if people getting too close, but at the same time it gives more meaning to, I want you to be closer to me.
You don't want anybody
that.
close
You
right
don't
now.
want
No
that.
one's your friend.
Yeah.
Trust
I
no
mean,
one.
You're just saying this because you're lonely.
I'm going to tell you right now, there's some that are worth it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
At my
So
age,
yeah.
to go on to blaze of glory, some of them are worth it.
Yeah, so those of you who are in the Denver area, we'll accept the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Send me your pics. We'll talk. No, don't do that. Okay, Katie
Good night.
and Adam.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. Good night. Check us out here this coming Saturday for the last episode of Season 1 of Saturday Morning Superheroes, where Kem Chan and I make it.
Yeah.
We're the worst superheroes, by the way. We
I
try
would
so
say
hard.
I wouldn't say you're the worst.
The more we try, the worse we do. So
we have really
can,
bad luck. On
right. So
certain
this will
things.
conclude this 3-part series against the Collective, who've
Yeah.
become our arch nemesis.
Oh, big time.
And then check us out not this Friday, but next Friday. What's the 27th? Is that right?
Yeah.
for our new Dragonlance stream, where we will play the original Dragonlance saga in 5e with all new characters. We got Will as a character. We got KD as a character. We got Kemchan, for those of you who watch on Saturdays. We got a couple other guys that you don't know, but you're going to grow to love.
Aw.
Or hate. I don't know.
Yeah.
One or the other. There's no middle ground.
Yep. And tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time starts the series finale.
What?
Yep. The last episode of Tales of a Savage Land is Manana.
Wow.
Yeah. And then after that, we will have a short break, but then we're coming back with Return to Sector 1.
Yeah, Sector 1, Part 2.
Yeah, it's the second. It's the second in a trilogy. Each trilogy stands on their own, but added together, it's something special. I don't know. It's all taking place in Sector 1. So
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Yeah. Different characters and
Just nod your head and smile and watch. That's all we want you to do.
Exactly. So that's about it. So thank you again, everybody. Please like, share, subscribe, all the above. Please go to Atomic Peanut Butter on YouTube and look for past episodes. I think that's it. You can join Discord down in the doobly-doo. There's a button down there you can join. So also down below, if you guys shop at all ever on Drive-Thru RPG, there's a link down there that will take you. And if you buy anything after going through that link, you'll help support the channel.
What?
There you go.
It's a win-win. You guys are stuck at home anyway, so go read some shit.
Yeah, amen to that.
And then you can watch all back episodes of our Greyhawk adventures. Guess what else you have to do?
There it is.
Bye!
Bye. Have a good night, everybody. Peace out.
See you later.